Usual suspect, what's going on? It's the season 2 premiere of the Monday Midsole. Hopefully you guys didn't miss this too much. We're back in action. Jam-packed. Got another great show with your co-host, Molly Moore, a.k.a. I done copped another one. Mr. Accidental Purchase himself. I'm going to kick it off to my main man, Full Size Run.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mo, a.k.a. Unboxed, a.k.a. Full Size Run, a.k.a. the GR Kid. And I'm going to kick it on over to Trap Star over there.
What's good, fam? It's your boy Polos and Jays. I've been missing in action for a minute, but I'm back and ready to get this thing going for season 2. Happy MLK Day to everybody. And with that being said, I'm kicking it over to the bearded one.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's up, y'all? It's Daniel, one-legged listener, your one-legged friend, maybe your only one-legged friend. I'm gonna try not to cuss. And with that, I'm gonna pass it off to the man with the plan.
What's going on, y'all? It's Buckeye City Soul here, Kev, whatever. I don't have really too many AKAs. Tito Jackson, we can't forget that one. Thank y'all for joining us for season 2, episode 1. And our special guest today of the Full Size Run and Complex Sneakers, Mr. Matt Welty. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? How you guys doing?
Real good, man. Appreciate you coming through, dude. I definitely appreciate you. I know your schedule's probably crazy, man. I can't imagine out there in New York.
Yeah, we had the day off today, but you know.
Okay. All right. Well, we like to start off like really easy, you know.
Cool.
What got you into sneakers?
You know, I mean, like growing up, you know, I could tell you, you know, I had like Air Jordan 8s back in 1993. You know, I had stuff like that. That kind of got me into it a bit. But like the moment for me, that really like made me like manic or crazy about shoes. I remember it was 2000, and I used to like skateboard growing up and whatnot. And Stevie Williams had his first DC Pro Model sneaker. It looked like an Air Jordan 12, and there was a navy and Carolina blue pair. And like, I think I was like a sophomore in high school, and I'm like, I need these fucking shoes. They were like $100 skate shoe at the time, which was like kind of expensive because I was gonna go skate them and fuck them up. Right. And I'm like, I need these sneakers. I need these sneakers. And that was like the first moment, to me at least, where I was kind of like, I knew I really had like that itch, you know. And then from there, you know, you got into everything else, like collecting Adidas, Nike SB, yada yada, and what, fucking 18 years later, like still can't escape it, you know.
Yeah. So how did you get to Complex? Like walk us through how you went from collecting to, you know, getting into actually, you know, doing where you are right now.
Yeah, so I mean, like I think like footwear has always kind of been my life. Growing up, family's originally from Jersey. I grew up in New Hampshire. My mom actually worked at Timberland's global headquarters for 15 years, and my first job out of high school was working at a Timberland factory outlet store. You know, from then on, I got a job at like Dick's Sporting Goods, and whatnot. You know, then I started really getting heavy into like the Nike SB stuff around like 06. You know, the history of Air Max Pack, it really like had me just started like hoarding, like everyone, like Nike Talk, all of that. You know, like how we all got into shoes. Went away to school for a bit, got a job at Foot Locker, ended up working at Foot Locker for like seven years. Everywhere, New Hampshire, Boston, New Jersey, all of that. But I knew I wanted like something more than that. I kind of, much as I love sneakers, I hated working in a corporate sneaker store, you know, is like, it's kind of mind numbing a little bit, you know, just like grabbing people's shoes out the back all day. But I mean, I've learned a lot from it, but went to Rutgers. I have a degree in journalism. Ended up doing a menswear startup with a few guys, you know, who are all doing various things right now. Through some people I had met, and they were like, hey, you know, you want to write for our website? Yeah, you know, we you know, went to a bunch of menswear trade shows, shot lookbooks, wrote the copy for it. We actually got offered an early collaboration with Public School back in 2012. And we turned it down because they were a new brand and we didn't know them. They're like, hey, do you want to meet? But they're like, do you want to know? Interned, freelance, then reached out and started doing the sneaker stuff. Nick Engvall, previous host on the show. I was writing for the style portion of the site, and he goes, hey, I know you know sneakers and we need like more sneaker writers. Do you want to just write sneakers? And I was like, yeah, cool. And then like a year later, they're just like, you want a full-time job? And that was like 2013. So shit, man, like 4.5 years later, still here doing a lot of stuff, you know?
That's awesome, man. I mean, like your show, I mean, it's something that everybody's kind of talking about. Like, how did you guys put that together?
So, you know, I don't know if y'all work. So I do Complex Sneakers. Like I'm the editor of Complex Sneakers. Soul Collector, you know, different website, same company.
Right.
Those guys like literally like sit across from me in the office, but we work on like different projects. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I had done an article on like sneaker YouTube, and you know, Rich Mays Lopez was talking to me about it, and he's like, I just want you to be a guest on the show to talk about it, because you know Rich is like the OG like sneaker YouTube guy.
Yeah.
We talked about it. It ruffled some feathers. Kai's got pissed off. May or may not have like called the office to complain about it, and whatever. So, you know, that was it. You know, I think I maybe had come on like once or twice as like a guest after that, because it was Rich and Brendan at first, and then at the time NCB Noah, the former editor-in-chief who left, I think he saw an episode and he just really liked it, and he's like, oh, having Matt on there just adds more debate, you know. And from then on, you know, just been hosting it or co-hosting it with the guys. It's a lot of fun. You know, we got to do Complex Con. That was insane, having John Wexler on the Complex Con floor at like 8:30 in the morning.
That's bananas, man. I mean, it's funny because like I was watching your guys' show, and I noticed that you and Rich kind of go back and forth a little bit, kind of similar to Marcus and Mo here. I mean, are you guys like, is this like a big brother, little brother type relationship? Or
no, I mean, we're cool. We're cool. I know a lot of people, like my friends, are hitting me up about that, and they're like, "Yo, fuck Maze, he's a bitch." You know, like just because they see me and him, like, you know, going at it.
Yeah.
I mean, we are very different people.
Mm-hmm.
I think all three of us, me, Rich, and Brendan, are all very different people, and you know, and that's cool. And I think that's what makes it work, you know, where we all come from three different, you know, life perspectives and whatnot. So it's cool, man. I really, you know, it's tough. I think sometimes where we're coming from, that's why it's refreshing, because with you guys, you know, being independent, you can say whatever the fuck you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're working at a media company, you can't really do that all the time.
Right.
You know, like you can, but I mean, I've said things in the past that like have gotten articles taken off the website, or like brands being like, hey, we have an ad campaign with you, like you just like shit on like a sneaker, like we need to fix this, you know what I mean? Like, and I usually play it straight like up, like I'm not one of those dudes who's gonna tell you exactly how I feel about it, but that's what I like about the show, because I think a lot of people in, you know, sneakers are just trying too hard to get free sneakers,
right?
You know,
to say whatever they have to say in order to get keep that sponsorship. Yeah,
they have like a pair of Puma knit sneakers that like everyone knows are trash, but they're like, yo, shout out. Much respect for these.
So, I mean, do you have like, how do you know where the line is as far as what you can say? And do you have to separate? So like when you're writing, you know, for Complex Sneakers, do you have to watch what you say there and at the show too, or?
No, I think with Complex, it's like, you know, I've been doing it long enough where like, you know, but you know what your audience is as well. Like, I'm not going to say some shit just because I personally feel something, like if that's not like what the audience cares about. Like, what's the point of like shitting on something if it's like there's no value in it? You know what I mean? Like, it's not, I'm not doing it just to preserve relationships or like so the sales department doesn't yell at me. It's like I'm doing it because it's like I want to like give you guys like the most like meaningful content, I think, in this space. Because I think in sneaker media, like, there aren't a lot of people who are telling stories, you know. It's all just like release date, release date, release date, release date, you know. Or it's like a list where it's like 10 favorite sneakers, but like, you know, like the story put out today, the one on, you know, the story on Daniel, you know, it's like I don't think many other media sites are really like exploring people's like lives like that, you know, or like telling the stories behind the sneakers that like kind of transcend it. And I think that's what's cool about Full Size Run too, where we can do that sometimes too and get the guests on there to talk about it. So
yeah, I think that it's good because you guys get to connect with people outside of just like the corporate level type people. So that's great. So like you were talking about YouTubers. So what's your thoughts on YouTubers like in the sneaker world right now? Like,
No, I mean it's mixed because it's like I think I have to like divorce myself from it a lot of the times and realize that like I'm not the target person. Like I'm 32 years old.
Right.
You know, the kids who are consuming this are like 13-year-old kids at SneakerCon.
Mm-hmm.
Their interests and tastes are much different than mine. So I can't really get mad, you know, that's happening. And at the same time, we're playing the sneaker YouTube game now too. And we've had to like tailor or change things to like make it fit the format. Like we just had Money Kicks on the show. Like, you know, whatever kids think about him, you know, it's already done like 100,000 views in the past 2 days. So it's kind of like, you know, like
yeah, it's interesting to somebody.
You have to do it, you know. So when it's the next shit. Like I don't think blogs are gonna die out, but like I definitely see like if you don't think that like shit's like not changing, you know what I mean? Like,
so what do you think about like where things are moving? I mean, are you for like evolution, or are you just kind of like I wish it would, you know, just kind of stay here?
No, I'm not. I don't want to be like the disgruntled, like old head. You know what I mean? Like I don't, as much as I am, I don't want to be that person. Like I don't want to be like the guy who hates on everything.
Right.
Only likes what he likes. Yada yada. Like I mean, I've learned a lot because like the other thing that I do that I don't want to talk too much about here, but I also work with you know Joe LaPuma behind the scenes at Sneaker Shopping, right?
Okay.
Like, it's like me and Brendan, you know, like it's a team effort. You know what I mean? Like we all kind of work together on that, like behind the scenes. You know.
Okay.
Doing all that sort of stuff, but that's also like made me view sneaker YouTube in a much different way, you know, where it's more about like entertainment rather than it is just like, oh, what's the best shape of like the Air Jordan 5 Retro, you know, like to me that's kind of boring though, you know, as much as you guys might want to dork out about it, it's like there's only so much you can have of that, you know, before it kind of like becomes
right. And I mean, one of the things I noticed on the show is that you don't really get into Jordans or anything like that. So do you not like Jordans?
It's just like a personal preference. Like it's not, there's no like hate, like, you know, saying like, you know, I had Jordans growing up, but like as I got older, like it was just something I wasn't into. It wasn't like a negative. I never really had like a negative view of Jordans. And as I got older, because I was like more into like running shoes, you know, like I had a ton of like Asics, you know, a ton of New Balance, ton of Saucony, like Air Max, all that stuff. Like that's just what I was into, which is cool, whatever. But I just like kind of had this feeling when I got into sneaker media that there was kind of like this condescending tone of people who were into Jordans. Like if you weren't into Jordans, they're like, oh, you're not a real sneakerhead. And I'm like, seriously, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
If you want to come up to me like that, you know, and that's your approach, and you're like a one-dimensional person, but you don't even know anything about like sneakers in general outside of that, but you think you're cooler because you have a retro on your feet. It was kind of like when the whole Jordan backlash like started to happen, or you know, where the market started to shift. It was kind of like, ha, I told you so. And like that was kind of my moment. And like some people don't pick up on a bit of it's like tongue in cheek. Like the dude who used to sit next to me in the office, this guy Marco, now works at Jordan Brand.
Okay.
So we kind of joke around about it sometimes, where we're like talking shit to the guy who you literally used to sit right next to us in the office. Maybe that's a bit of an inside joke that people don't get on it, but
I got you. So like what's next for you? Like, I mean, are you guys just going to continue to, I mean, do the show, or is there any other aspirations? Like what, you know, what's your 5-year deal?
I mean, I to be honest, like right now it's kind of like, if you had asked me like a few years ago, like I mean, I maybe had a different answer, but like doing this now has kind of like, to me, it's like really like reinvigorated myself, because you know, you do these things for a long time, and like you may, you know, it's like you do something for so long where you're kind of like thinking like, what's next, you know?
Right.
But doing this is like, you know, it's really like giving me like kind of a new energy, because with like writing, I'm kind of like, yo, like I've interviewed almost like everyone who I've ever wanted to interview in sneakers. So like, how much more of that can you do? You know, you can still do it, but like doing the video stuff is like a new challenge to me.
So,
you know?
So do you guys get to pitch in on writing the show, or do they have writers that kind of do that?
No, this is all us.
Okay.
It's all us. So like,
yeah.
But as far as like actual show goes, it's the three of us, and then there's also Gerald, who's the editor-in-chief, Soul Collector, who also, you know, helps out, and also some of the other Soul Collectors staff behind the scenes. So it's not just like, you know, no one's taking credit for it, but obviously like the three of us do have the overall kind of like end of it all, because we say what we want to say, you know, like it's not scripted. It's like we're literally having those conversations. So
that's what's up. Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I saw that you went to like New Balance or something and got to create a 101.
Yeah.
Tell us about that
I went
experience.
to this is funny. That was actually in the UK. So it was like the New Balance, like made in England stuff.
Okay.
I've been to the New Balance factory in Maine, but I think like the made in UK stuff is like the shit that like people are like, those are grails or whatever.
Right.
But I went there like 2 years ago or 3 years ago now. That was my first trip to Europe, right? And this is funny. I actually lost my passport.
Oh.
I lost my passport. Like I had gotten out of the New Balance factory is like way the fuck up in England. It's like a stone's throw from Scotland. Like it's so far. It's like a 5-hour train ride from London. And I lost my passport, and like it was kind of crazy. But everything got sorted. And then over this past summer, like I became really good friends with all those guys, and they had a collectors project where they had 6 collectors from all over the world, you know, come in, and they got to make their own dream like one of one shoe, which is like kind of insane. They had like 3 models you could pick from, but they were like literally like any material, any fabric, whatever you want to write on it, like not like a Nike ID shoe, like literally just like a true like one-on-one. And they knew I was in the UK, and I wasn't one of the collectors. I mean, I don't really consider myself a collector. I have a few hundred sneakers, but like I'm not like a dude who like obsesses over having like yeah, I wear my shoes. Yeah. And they hit me up and were like, hey, do you want to come through? Like I was already in Copenhagen, and then I went to Norway, and they were like, you want to come through for the weekend? And I'm like, yeah, you know,
yeah, for sure.
And then they're like, hey, Matt, sorry, like we didn't know this was gonna happen. You came last minute. Do you want to make a one-on-one shoe? I'm like, yes, you know, like, and the guy Mark Godfrey, he's like the senior designer. He's the, you know, he runs a design team out of the factory. Was like, hey, well, here's what we can do for you. We have the 991, which I like anyways. He's like the OG colorway with the navy. It's like, you have to keep that, but what we can do is like the centerpiece of the shoe. So like the tongue and the toe box and all that, he's like, you can use whatever fabric you want on that. He's like, anything in the factory.
Damn.
And he's like, if you wanted to, you can write on the tongue and everything. And I was like, I couldn't think of anything last minute. I didn't want to write something dumb. I should have wrote thanks, Mark, on the thing. But they made the shoe for me. And the funny part is that Mark went into the factory, and he had to make it. 101, only person in the world with that shoe. It was a real special moment. I can't front.
Man, that's awesome. So was that probably the coolest opportunity you've had?
I mean, like personally, yeah. You know, I feel like I've gotten to do other cool shit, you know?
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
That kind of like, I mean, like I got to interview Tinker Hatfield. That kind of like freaked me out, you know?
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I was actually in London. Like they had to like set it up over the phone, and I was like, that's the most like nervous like I think I've ever been to talk to someone. But he was really cool. You know, got to do like interview LeBron. That was dope.
Whoa.
Pusha T. That was cool. Pharrell. Like talking, like, you know, getting to talk to those people is like, you know, getting to create them is like really cool. But like, I guess just as a sneakerhead, like getting to make your own shoe is like it's a bit different.
That's up at the top. Now, I got one more question, then I'm gonna open it up to the panel. So I noticed that you had the Bron jersey on where you were trying to rip off of you. Are you a anti-LeBron? Are you?
No, I don't fuck with LeBron. Growing up in New Hampshire, like, yo, like I'm a Celtics fan.
I got
like,
you.
I remember like LeBron like walking off the court and crying like you know.
Oh man, let's not get into that.
His last game ever as a Cavaliers for the first time when Paul Pierce did him a little dirty, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you had that, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens this year. But let me open it up to the fellas. See if anybody else got any questions.
I do have a question, and this comes from Cass actually. So Cass is in the comment section. She says, as a female, it's a mouthy one. I had to write this one down. I was like, all right. So as a female, we are working to create the table versus trying to pull up a seat. What are your thoughts on how female sneaker culture is evolving?
I mean, I think it's just like that's like one of the things we've always kind of struggled with because, you know, we've had articles, you know, where it's like female sneaker culture, yada yada. I think you know, I think sometimes it gets like I get really interested in like girls who are like genuine collectors, you know, and all that stuff. There's also a lot of girls in the scene who I feel like maybe getting attention for the wrong reasons, you know, where they're kind of like girls in booty shorts and Air Jordans, you know, and it's like it's whatever, you know, like let them do their thing. But I think that like there's a lot of other girls I know out there who are like not doing that and like they're like really into shoes, and it's like, to me that's dope. But I mean, obviously I think there's a different dynamic between men and women in general, between what men and women want to wear. Obviously there's a lot of girls who want accurate retros in their size, but then you also see stuff like Rihanna in Puma where it's like it's a shoe created for a woman, but it's like done in like a dope way, you know, where it's seriously made for a woman's taste. And I think it's somewhere in between with that, you know. Obviously, like women's colorways, like Air Maxes and shit, have like always been dope, but you know, I just think like working at sneaker stores, you just see like men and women consume sneakers completely differently. You know, I think it's gonna take a while where it's like every guy wants shoes, but not every girl is like as obsessive. So like the market's kind of a bit behind. But you know, I think that if the companies can find a good balance, you know, you saw that Jordan stuff that's coming out, like the ones with the zipper on it. I think maybe that's like a good step in the right way. But it's not for you. But you know, it's like, but if your girlfriend's into it, like, you know, like then that's a win.
Yeah, it's just horrible though.
Yeah,
I'd make fun of her every goddamn step. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead. That was just the one question I wrote down from the comment section.
No, that's all good, man.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I got a question.
What's up?
The articles that you write about, is your editor the one who feeds you the articles that you determine to write, or do you kind of go out and say, this is what I actually want to write about?
Well, I'm the editor, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Does somebody provide?
Damn.
Does somebody provide you with the topic to write about, or that's okay? I can watch the Cavs game real quick, you know.
No. To be fair, like I come up with the ideas for the website. Also, you know, try to help other writers who write for the website come up with ideas as well, because that's my job to kind of create, you know, the ideas for the website. But also, I do have bosses, so you know, also like have to pitch the ideas to them. So if they're not feeling an idea, then like I don't get to write about it, and maybe have to rework it, you know, or like, you know, it might be like sitting down with like Joe LaPuma every once in a while and kind of like brainstorming ideas about stuff. You know, we want to see the website go in, but
I got another question actually. So the people that write for you, are they typically all like in the sneakers in one capacity, or do you have some that are just writers first that just, you know, do research and write?
I think it's been hard, you know. It's like it's been really hard to find like really good sneaker writers. And it's no disrespect to other blogs, but I think you look at other blogs and a lot of them don't really do a lot of writing. It's more of just like kind of like copy and paste. Right. You know, here's what the sneaker looks like, here's the release date, here's the price. Which you need that information too. Like we can also post it on Instagram. You don't have to post it on the blog. You know what I mean? But it's really hard to find good sneaker writers. Luckily, you know, I'm lucky to have like people like Russ Benson, you know, who OG invented sneaker writing, write for us. You know, used to have God bless his soul, Gary Warnett, who used to do a bit of writing for us. You know, tragically passed away last year. Yeah. Also other people like John Gotti, you know, great sneaker writer as well. You know, sneakerhead, hip hop guy, but get him to write about sneakers, it's good. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to be into sneakers to write about them, but like, right. I think that's kind of bold, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
if you're not
enjoy it
you're kind of missing the point, you know, where it's like, if you want to get someone to like review the new Travis Scott album that only listens to jazz music, like maybe they have a new perspective, but like, what are you going to say?
Yeah. Great analogy.
Yeah. I have no idea about Travis Scott.
You're from the South, man.
Man, that doesn't mean shit.
Well,
I hopped off the cool wagon in like '97.
He's a Goosebumps, right? Is that no?
Yeah. I don't know. Like when I mean, I don't know. Like I have a hard time with Travis Scott. I mean, like I think what he does is cool. I think the kids love it. Like
you don't like his Air Force Ones?
Say again?
You didn't like his Air Force Ones?
No, they're cool.
Those are dope.
But like, I can't rock Air Force. Like, I can't rock Air Force Ones. Like, I like the Don C's, which were, I think they were actually Air Force 2s, but still.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have then Travis Scott was the next best pair in my opinion. But again, I cannot rock Air Force Ones. Yeah, fuck The Rock.
That's to me. That's the best. Like that's like
classic, man.
That's like
Yeah, no, I say that with 100% pure animosity for my up north, brethren.
Yeah.
Like
we put that as a
like
top 10 sneaker of the year.
Yeah, it's all
because of what? I know there's a ton of history to it and all this shit. There's a gang of history that goes with it. I get that. Outside of a history book, it's a white fucking.
You're a historian. That should be right up your alley. You're trying to be a history teacher. Like that's you.
Right. I know I'm a history teacher, but like, cool. Like, there was some shit that had happened once upon a time, and then now they're like, oh, we're gonna bring it back out, or
The crazy thing about that shoe though is like I had interviewed Drew Greer, who used to work at Nike back in the day, and he's the guy who did the Wu-Tang Dunks and the Rockefeller Air Force Ones back in '99, and he had made that shoe without telling. He had made that shoe without telling Nike that he was making it. He just made it. He kind of got it done, and then he gave Jay-Z the sneakers, and Jay-Z went up to Leor Cohen and put his foot up on the Leor Cohen's desk and was like, "You ain't got these." And then he almost got fired from his job for doing that. Like he got formally written up for like creating the Rockefeller. But now you look back at it, it was like a revolutionary move. But it's kind of crazy that like that literally almost got dude fired at Nike back in the day. Like they didn't understand it.
Man, I think it's cool. I don't think it's the sneaker top 10 in my opinion. But then again, it's primarily because I cannot wear them. All right, like they look fine on my right foot. On my left foot, it looks fucking weird. It just looks weird, because it's fake and it's skinny and it doesn't fit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I do have one last question.
What's up, man?
This one's for you, Dan. Why is your damn Christmas tree still up? What is going on with that? Sir,
because I like Christmas.
It's a seasonal tree.
Grinch.
Bah humbug, motherfucker. That shit stays up year long. I just put a curtain over it. Shit,
next time it's gonna be in the other corner.
It's only decorated. It's only decorated in the middle, but.
my kids 100% decorated that tree. There ain't shit on the back.
Do you ever Shubinator?
Nothing on that.
Do you ever Shubinator ornaments on it?
We sprayed it so.
We spray it so the dogs can't pee on it. It just kind of comes off of it.
How much money do they pay you per can behind you to place those on the set? What's the actual breakdown?
We gotta renegotiate that.
really. Here's what happens.
You guys split it up or no?
I've had
he gets all the product.
Yeah.
So this is empty.
Hold up. I have this.
I got that too. Mine is empty.
I have this. It's called water.
I got a monster.
I got a kit. I got this.
I have this. Also.
Well, I got this. It never fails me.
It stays in this little box right here. And so, you're the first guest to ever actually ask me about this. It stays in this box back here. I have one of these cleaner bottles upstairs and one of these the repellent upstairs. And they just stay in this box, and I pull them out every Monday and set it up. Just in case somebody's looking behind me right now. Like right now, I'm looking at the YouTube video, the feed. And it's got everything big as shit. So #Rejuvenator. Use the product code Monday Midsole. Get 10% off Monday Midsole and get 10% off your entire purchase there at rejuvenator.com. #plug. #ad life. Anyway.
#cut his mic. Let's go.
No. I got one question, a legit question for Matt, and it was something that he had mentioned about a lot of the other sneaker sites and how there are a lot of copy and pasting, not writing. What are your thoughts with a lot of the fake pictures being used to plug certain releases?
In you mean like kind of like the Photoshops or
Well,
like,
not necessarily
the
Photoshop, but like
LM5.
the LM factory. Like that's a replica factory, but you're using that
I
picture
mean like
to.
I like to be honest, like yeah, like I've done that in the past. You know what I mean? Like it sucks. Like I'm happy that like I don't have to worry about that shit anymore because like we actually take our news feed and like aggregate it from Soul Collector. So I just work on like feature length content. So I don't have to worry about like new images, because that game sucks. Like that game is the worst. Like I don't really wish that shit upon anyone. As much as people love sneakers, like having to dig through like Chinese like Instagram accounts to like find photos and be like, is this real or not? Like just so you can post it before everyone else and hit like your traffic goals. Dude, oh my god, that shit is like there's like all you're following like all these dudes who have like connects like in factories, and you know shit's probably not real, but like it's close. I don't know. Like,
Well, that's what it is. It's close, and you're trying to be the first one to show the image.
yeah,
And ultimately, what you do is you
No,
shut
for
down
sure.
big
Like, I
factories.
remember-
So, like you perpetuate the situation that everyone hates.
no, I remember like 4 years ago where it's like, you know, Christmas Jordan 11's coming out, and there's like the early images, you know, like 9 months in advance, and you're kind of like, do I post it or don't I post it? Because like if I don't post it, fucking someone else is gonna post it, and then they're gonna get all the traffic, and like my boss is on me about like, yo, you need to hit your numbers, and it's like, that's is real shit. Like, you know, it's like as much as like that's like the, you know, kind of like the fucking mouse chasing its tail sort of shit, you know, to do it. But yeah, no, I agree too that like, especially in general, like don't do it. A lot of fakes out there. We saw this shit. The craziest thing the other week, I don't know if you guys remember, like where Nike had sent out those like kind of like phony like black Air Force One off-white joints to like the retailers and for the yearly summit, and like Virgil's like, these are not off-whites. It was like something that like a Nike employee had just like fabricated, you know, as an invite. Like it was kind of like a joke. It wasn't meant to be a real sneaker. And like we posted like, because it had the red hang tag on and stuff, and it was from Nike. So you're like, oh, it's this off-white, and Virgil's like, this is not my shoe. So it's like, fuck. Like what? Virgil went on like Twitter, is like, this is not real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not real. I've seen that.
Well,
So,
we're
we
gonna
ready?
get in the pickups.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Matt, can you take your
Sure.
headphone jack, unplug it, and then plug it back in? All right, let's see. Are we still echoing?
I don't hear it.
We
All right.
good?
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Who's
So we're gonna
first?
pick
Here,
up-
Matt.
I think it was Mo.
All right.
Well, Daniel said he had the
Come
least, so
on.
let Daniel go first.
No, he don't.
Anyone
I
got
do not
the
have
least?
the lead.
I got the least.
Marcus.
Who didn't go
No,
first?
I'll go. I don't care. I'll go.
Jesus.
Marcus
fucking
don't have
Christ.
the least. That red cup got him going ham over there.
I know. Plus, he got a couple grills, so we're gonna let him shine on it this week.
Yeah,
You know,
I was about to say.
he had 4 weeks to stack up. So
Actually, I bought 4 pair in 2 days.
yeah, there you go. So
Yeah, no.
I picked up the Curry. Supposed to be the Christmas pair, but he didn't play. It's got the invisibility cloak, color shifting on the UA, and right here on the clip. It's really clean. Could have done a little bit more with it. The upper, it has like the shiny material. It doesn't shift or anything, but on pictures and on foot, it looks really dope. And then I also got the more buckets pair, the gray one. So this is my hoop shoe now. Finally got to play in these because I only have the finals pack. So 2 Curry 4s, and then these bad boys, the Gatorade 6s, which really smooth. Mo, you got these?
Green Gatorade. Who got them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Sure do.
so I ain't getting nothing. and then I scooped up the Olive 13s.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
hell? Wait.
hush your mouth.
We're gonna talk all.
Is that a free
Yeah, so I
value?
scooped these up last week. No, 100% legit. I'm messing on that other crap. And of course, I posted these today. Curry 4 BHM's the equality pair. Super sick. Also,
Yeah, I like those.
red, black, and green. Boom. Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Then you're gonna throw it off to the side like that.
I'll go.
Put it on
I
my
mean,
desk.
I'll go rapid fire.
Rapid.
Are you ain't done
Yeah,
yet?
I'm gonna let you.
No, he ain't done yet.
He ain't done yet. Are you kidding me?
Not at all.
Lord,
It's been 3 weeks.
have
It's been 3
And
weeks.
mercy.
the Chicago up tempos.
He's showing
Those are
everything.
awful.
Awful
That's seriously like
lies.
no, like all those fucking up tempos that have like the shit written on the side of them are fucking trash, man.
I like those material. These are dope.
We all have a pair.
It's that nice material right there.
We had Jason Maiden on the show, and he said that shit was it's a disgrace to what's the dude's name who fucking originally designed the shoe.
Got it. I know. Designed it?
The designer.
I don't know who designed
That's a good
it.
question. You can ask the historian. I don't know the answer to that one. And then I copped the ATL pair, which I think is a dope.
Which are dope. Which are dope.
And then I overlap with Kev on the Gatorade ones. So
Because I doubled up. Well, I basically got the same ones he got. I too got the Olive 13s. I picked these up from the Nike sale.
Lolo.
What Wolf Grade 12s.
Wait, what sale?
Don't worry about that. You wasn't paying
Yeah,
attention.
I
I got
You're
the
no DR kind of guy.
lime Gatorades, purple Gatorades, the confetti Kyrie.
Damn.
Wait, can you go back to that?
No,
He trying to hurry up
I
so we
just
don't
threw
see
it.
all these damn pics.
I just threw it.
Yeah, Kyrie's. He got
Yeah,
Kyrie's,
Kyrie's, right?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah. That's
What's up
not
with
it.
Molly's pinky nail, by the way?
Oh man, he said you got that Coke nail. I got the Zoom Generation 1 LeBron,
I forgot those. Those are downstairs.
the wine 5s,
Just for you, Matt.
the
Fuck that shoe, man.
I got Silver Bullet 97.
That's a good shoe.
I too got the Chicago up tempo. LeBron, I don't know what fucking one is this.
15.
Jesus.
I mean, I know it's a 15, but I don't know what
The
name.
LeBron trash.
Man,
What do you
yeah.
guys think about the Kith ones?
I like them.
The Rose pair is pretty dope.
Yeah, that roast.
I don't
That's
like
probably
the
the only
other
one
two. The other two were garbage. The
What do you think
Rose
about the
ones,
strap?
I don't like those. I don't like them. They
What do you
look
think though about
totally
like,
different.
about Nike basketball, like doing the collabs with like the streetwear or like the boutiques?
I think it's dope.
I like them. I bought the Scotties, the Maestros, but I like the Maestros from playing back in the day.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, like I know Dan don't like them. But fuck Dan. I got the City, LeBron. I got Green Gatorade.
Jesus.
That's the best shoe out of the pack.
Yeah, I do like those the best.
Absolutely.
And then these were cheap. So
Oh damn, I forgot about that.
Altitude 13.
Good Lord.
Really changed
We're
his
gonna ask
races
if I got
on
those LeBrons.
And the
altitudes.
altitudes.
Yeah.
I'm about to say,
Listen,
y'all,
it was too much time in between
Don't short
shows.
sell
I
your
can't keep
pickup
track,
now.
bro.
y'all short sell.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to, you know. But I also didn't want to be here all day, so I was just trying to whatever
Yeah,
was
right.
here, I grabbed.
He just got boxes everywhere.
Yeah.
He got boxes for next Christmas.
next?
He's gonna open.
Marcus is last, so who's next?
You're next.
Bro, I gotta be last.
All right. Because
Hey,
you,
Trying to
Black-
let you shine, bro.
Because it's Martin Luther King Day. You going last?
Is that an old joke? Is that a old man joke?
Because
yeah, but it takes you the longest to get here. So I got these Air Max Obsidians.
Those are really good.
Yeah, I really like this pair.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
got Matt's favorite shoe. It's the ATL of Tempo.
That's the best out of them, like, because at least
Yeah.
it's like something. But like
There's a peach and then a 404 on there.
the
Yeah,
up tempo's dead, bro.
it is. They killed it this year, last year. I also got the LeBron 1 Zoom Generation.
I just didn't want to show LeBron on the show.
yeah, you got a pair of LeBrons. You get mad at my Kyrie.
I got a
Ooh,
LeBron 10 Area 72. And then LeBron 15 Kith Rose Gold with the little zipper and the thing.
You do it to zip up or zip down?
I zipped down and then like laced it like so because the laces can go underneath this strap here. So you can lace it like 100 different ways. But kind of like, so you can zip it. If the zipper goes all the way
Shit
down.
comes with a manual, bro.
Man, that
You need a
release,
manual to tie your shoes.
that
Doesn't
release
come with
was
a manual.
that release was trash though. Like as soon as it opened up, it was all the 12s were gone. It was
Bro, I
11
fell
and a half.
asleep.
It was 11 and a
Oh my
half
God.
down. That's garbage.
I wanted them. I fell asleep.
Resale not that bad though.
I wanted them. No,
Nah.
well, I wait for them to go down. I mean, the kid typically, I mean, they've been going down to retail. I mean, those Maestros were below retail. I
Yeah,
mean,
that was really low.
some
Yeah.
the purple ones I seen for like $70. They weren't my size.
Yeah, price is
I
dropping.
also got these. And that completed the pack for me. I got all 4 of them.
Did you really pay $400 for those?
No
Military discount.
military discount.
Got $80 off.
Yeah, exactly. But he wanted every single last pair. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, buy some of my shit, man. He's like, I gotta have them, and I'm like, dude, no. He's like, yeah,
That's fine. It's fine.
we all have.
I like
My
those
shit-
out of
my
all
feet-
of them. I like those out of all of
Yeah, no.
the premium.
I think those and were off. I've had the Ben 5 in hand versus the PRM, the black one, and it's better. Like the quality is better. It doesn't have all the packaging, and the price tag is significantly different. But anyway,
What do you guys think
I
about
got
$400 Air Jordans in general?
I mean,
Sucks.
It's
I
a no
think
for me.
if it's something that I wanted, then and it was gonna be like something crazy, but it's gonna keep people away from buying it, then I mean I'd be cool with buying it. But like if it's just something that, I mean, if it's premium and it doesn't really do anything for me, then I don't see any point in it.
Right.
Not for retail for me. I can't do retail on a Jordan. If I'm gonna spend that kind of money on a shoe, I'm gonna go and get something out of Women's or Nordstrom or something like that. I'm not going.
No different if you're paying resale for it.
I'm not going to Foot Locker paying retail for a Jordan.
If you're,
gonna do it.
listen, I don't want to do it, but I'm just saying your argument's kind of negated.
It's really not, because if paying resale, I mean, I don't control the resale price. I don't have anything to do with that.
But you also like triple
these
S.
shoes here,
Yeah, so
the value on these are going to decrease. I mean, so
it's cool. Y'all didn't have to buy them. Y'all didn't buy them. I like them, so I
don't
bought them.
get your panties all in the water because somebody don't like your shoe. You don't like a lot of our shoes.
I'm not,
and we don't sit up
I'm
here and
trying
talk
to
about it. Keep on moving. We know you spent $400 on a shoe that you shouldn't have. It's okay. I mean, we're not mad at you. Love your shoe. It's okay. Love your shoe.
Let your show glow.
I'm more mad at Kevin for buying it. We know you like him, so I don't even trip. Yeah, mad at Kevin for buying it.
So anyway, I got this KDEYBL 6.
Elites.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Fuck KD.
I spent $400 on that.
And then
What? Get the fuck out of here.
these-
I would. That's a dope shoe. I would. I want those. I like that shit.
Yeah, I like that.
I read.
So let me get this straight.
Uh-oh.
I'm not even gonna say anything. It's cool.
No, go ahead, please.
Go on with your little shoes. Go on with your
Go with your little shit.
Little shoes.
Go ahead. No, speak. That's why we're here. Speak your mind.
No, I'll wait. I'll just wait. I'll hold my tongue until we get to that part of the show. Go ahead. Go on with your little shoes.
No, Mo has shoes. Let Mo go with his little shoes, and I go
That's
with
what
my
I'm
little bitty
saying.
shoes.
Come on.
He said little bitty shit.
J-Team. All right, this is going to be quick because I had the least amount of pickups out of everybody.
Lies.
Right here, we have the wool threes. Go ahead, Dan. And oh, he's gone. Good. Wool
No, that
threes.
shit is so fucking ugly, yo. They are so fucking sad. Like, look, here is a classic silhouette. We're just gonna shit on it. We're gonna shit on it with your
Now,
grandma's
Matt, you call
fucking
a lot of
sweater.
shoes trash. I gotta know what you think about those.
Those are like I don't like wool sneakers no matter what. If you make a wool Air Max 1, if you make a wool fucking Jordan 1, it just looks like your feet are gonna sweat, bro.
Well, they're for winter, and they were.
Even though they're nice wool.
Be a grown man and buy like a pair of fucking Danner boots, bro. Like, if you want to spend $400, like buy a pair of boots.
Oh no, they were only $100.
No, but I mean like you.
Oh, I see what you're saying, right?
You're buying your premium Jordan 5s, but
I got premium Jordan 5s, but they ain't fucking ugly. They're sexy as a motherfucker. That's shit you got on. And here's the other thing about that green 6 you've got in your motherfucking hand. You talk so much shit about that shoe, how you weren't gonna get that shoe, man. Here you are.
Wait.
Somebody's in their feelings right
I
now.
know.
I like
the Wool 3s were like, hey, I'm not that much of a hype beast purchase. It's like, oh, it's under $100. Let me just get this so that people will leave me alone.
Yeah,
I still like them.
though.
I still like them though. I mean, I don't like them for $225 or whatever the fuck they came out at. But I mean, for $100, I mean, you could rock them, right?
I love y'all know Jordan 3 is my favorite silhouette of all time. I wouldn't buy that shoe for $50. I'm sorry. I just
no, I would. If somebody gave me that shoe, it would stay in the box. Like, thanks.
I agree.
But you can't say anything because you like triple S. How much are them triple S's?
$700.
Man, get the fuck out! Don't ever tell me anything about a $400 Jordan when you looking at them Stewie Griffin triple S's.
It does look like they stole a whole bunch of midsoles and glued them together.
It looks like they melted a bunch of. Looks
like
they melted a bunch of G.I. Joes.
Y'all know once I put a fit with it,
you gonna look like Blank. You gonna look like Blank Man.
I don't care what you put with it. You could put all the Victoria's Secret models naked with it, and I said, "Well, that shoe is fucking horrible."
He's gonna be like J5.
we had Wale on the Sneaker of the Year panel, and I think he called them like Mario Kart racing shoes.
Yeah, those things.
It's fucking hard. It's horrible.
Them things look like shoes that people wear when they have class all day in one room.
I mean, y'all talking about like I own a pair. I don't have a pair.
But you say
what you want.
Yeah.
And your point.
You want them.
And what is your point?
$1,100. Anyway, Mike, do you have any more fucking ugly ass shoes? Or shoes?
He does. What? He started with the Wool. Now he's going to Jordan. Watch this. Watch the progression. Watch the progression. Yep.
Hold on. What you mean the progression? I got the J2K Filberts.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, Marcus.
What size are those?
What's that? 11.
He wears a 9.5 today.
Right.
That was supposed to be my shoe.
DB2s. You're right, Marcus. I definitely appreciate the hookup on that.
Oh, man.
Somebody hooked me up with this one too. I forgot who this was. Somebody sent it to me. I couldn't beat the price.
God, I want that 7.
And then these Black Cause.
These old things.
And then I'm saving the best for last.
You get them for retail?
Motherfucker had J2K 7s.
He should have went last.
I didn't get them for retail, unfortunately.
He got them Craig from Fridays.
I'm mad I got those.
I'm gonna give the quick story on this. This is what happens when you try and have friends bought you the LeBron kits. So Skinner,
damn,
Michael Skinner.
Yeah, you put him on front.
No.
He in the chat. You just gonna do it like
He's
that.
in the chat. I asked him. I typed it on the side. He was like, "Go for it." So my friend Michael Skinner there.
That's them Pele Authentics. You got them Pele.
Cinch gang.
Who's got the bot hookup? You know, and he showed me too. I mean, he carded it and everything. And then I'm excited. It's like 12:05. I get the message from Kith. I'm like, shit, he got me those LeBrons. And all of a sudden I see Puma Clydes. I'm like, what the fuck is
That
this?
shit was fucking great, yo.
Yeah.
That text thread was fucking hilarious.
Usain Bolt.
But then, and then I text him, I'm like, yo, I was like, you realize you carded me some Pumas, right? He was like, no, man, look. And then he showed me the screenshots. And this is what the fuck I get, this long ass foot looking shoe that I can't even return and get, say it again?
Say skin your ass.
Them things look
the bronze. He sent you the Clydes.
He probably carded these on purpose and just said, fuck.
Nah,
He just sent them to
He sent you
you.
the Clyde.
Exactly. He got them LeBrons. He gonna break them out in about a week or two.
Sneaker Follow says, Kith finesse the fuck out of you.
Yeah, I got on.
They wouldn't let him cancel the order.
They wouldn't let me cancel the order.
Paid to ship it back and said, we're only going to give you a gift card.
So yeah, I get a gift card. I got to pay to ship it back. They won't give me back shipping for it coming here. So $85. I'm getting $67 back in a gift card.
Did you pay for it on PayPal?
Nah, a debit card like a moron.
Oh, card. Oh,
It was a debit card.
Yeah,
But I couldn't do PayPal. You can't buy it on a PayPal.
Yeah, if you
Hey,
on
go like
PayPal,
this, Mike. Go like this. Go like this right quick. Yeah, you're a little wet behind the ear, bro.
You walk right in there.
He called you moist.
Ew. No, it didn't.
I definitely ain't call him boys.
Moist and tender.
All right, what Marcus got? Man, I really
wait,
like those
Matt.
7s. Oh,
Matt.
What's up?
My bad. What you got?
Oh, you guys.
It's your time to flex, dog.
Nah, you're gonna make fun. It's the only thing I got. The only thing I got recently is basic as fuck, but I really like these. It's the sneakers and stuff. Reebok Classics. It's to me, but it's super premium leather. I like the shoe.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah, I'm about to go be like a janitor, like clean like a nursing home.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got a pair of all white Classics.
Janitor, you can be a substitute teacher and enjoy.
And I just wanted to break these out too because they were sitting in the office just to show the people on the show. The Mosh custom SpongeBob Rose.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like his shoe. These are actually the only Air Jordans I currently own, or maybe I have two.
Oh,
I have two. I have these in a pair of 21s.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which 21?
That's it.
Those are not
I
Air
get to
Jordans.
get to that point where I don't have any James.
I was working at Foot Locker and they were sitting in the back for $19.99, and I was like,
What pair is it?
they're trash. They're fucking black and gray and red.
Yo,
I like the 21.
Stockroom, those mystery boxes.
Yeah,
That's where it's at. And Mello, I copped the questions for like $20.
yeah.
I think I paid $10. I copped it on the friends and family, 50%. I walked out the door, $10 for them. You find some hidden gems back there. Well, back in the day, you could.
Yeah, definitely.
Marcus.
Marcus.
All right,
Marcus is fresh out of the family.
Here we go. Time for him to flex.
Ain't nobody flexing. I'm gonna go through real quick. I got the Gatorade 6s, just like everybody else got. I love this shoe, man. This is one of my favorite
Team
tops. I mean, I love this shoe. It's dope.
You gonna rock them like Safari?
My first LeBron one.
We all got the LeBron except for Mike.
That's because it's not limited enough for Mike.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Of course.
Like a hype beast.
Throwing quick strike. He was, huh?
I got wool 3s.
It was a quick
Those
strike.
ain't limited.
That's your cop out card. That's
Exactly.
like me saying I got black friends. It's the same thing.
I had 2 black people in my house the other night.
I didn't invite him. I didn't invite him over, but they was there.
One of them was cleaning, the other one brought. So,
Oh boy, here we go.
this was one of my pickups, DB1. This was on my long list of grails, my very, very, very long list of grails, but got the DB1.
Here we go.
Then I got the DB10. Why y'all on it, man? What's up? Y'all don't like my shoes, man? Effie. Then the DB9 I picked up. I love this shoe, man. It's I'm not a big 9 fan, but
3 B's Jeep in you.
and then last but not least, I picked up the
4.
And when we take our DB pick this year, I ain't gotta wear the goddamn 13. That's the reason why I picked all these motherfuckers up. So I ain't gotta wear that raggedy.
You want to be the stepchild?
Who's wearing the 13?
I don't give a shit.
Michelle.
I'm gonna be up there. I'm gonna wear a different one on each foot, and I'm gonna put one on hand, but it's not gonna be a 13 on that one.
Oh man,
Check
you
this
gonna
out. So
running around like Cringer.
I'm gonna call your old red cup drinking ass out because in the group chat
is on the Dornbecker Hospital wall. So they have like the ring of induction,
Yeah, it's Marcus.
Marcus.
It's Marcus and fucking Mike Jenkins.
I'm not even close to Mike. Mike got all of them plus some.
He do.
you pretty damn close.
Yeah.
I'm missing 2. I might get one pair next week.
You only missing the 4s?
I'm missing the 4s and the 6. I might pick up the 6 next week, maybe.
I don't think I'll ever get the 4s. Just
StockX?
happening.
I got them.
Okay.
These were originally from at Flight Club. These ones that I'm looking at.
I have all the ones that I'm going to get at this point.
And I got all of this at my little shop here, Trap Boutique. I wanted to give my man a shout out because he always look out for me.
Trap.
Right. So check it out, Marcus. You were
Marcus's favorite
had some bold claims in the group chat talking about how you ain't copping nothing. Dan or myself are gonna be the first one to cop. This time the third. You know you were the first one to cop, right?
Let me tell you something.
You were talking.
Let me tell you something.
That you were talking.
Let me tell you something. My dude hit me up. Golden Boy Kicks, check him out on IG. He hit me up and he said, "Look, I know you trying to finish your girl collection." He said, "Bring in some GRs and we'll swap." I ain't had to come out of pocket. So you telling me you wouldn't jump on that?
So that's not really a cop. That's a trade. So I mean, he really hasn't copped yet. What?
Right.
like 12 shoes. You told me he ain't cop. Get out of here.
He paid something on some of them shits.
I only paid a total for all 4 pair. Out of pocket, I spent $300.
He's got
Damn.
For all pair.
He's got
How many sneakers did you give up?
25
Yeah,
shoes.
how many pairs did you give up?
He had to go twice.
Shit, I don't remember. It wasn't as many as you would think. It wasn't a whole lot.
You give up 30 pairs? Well, you still have sneakers behind you.
No one near close to 30.
Yeah.
No one
This
this
dude's been cutting sneakers since 1972, so
73, motherfucker. 73. Shit.
my bad. I knew it was something in the 70s. I wasn't born.
1773.
17, yeah.
Bring out the rock sandals.
Man, get rid of
So what's coming out? That's what
All
I
right.
want to know.
Let's see what's coming out. Let me pull
go
this.
ahead and
Marcus is coming out.
you came out last week.
Yeah. You and your boy J Dub.
I got our guide right here. So you got which one Jordan I do like, the Levi's Air Jordan 4s.
Oh,
yeah.
uh-oh.
Yeah, we will talk about that.
Oh, yeah, we got the man.
Yeah.
Oh, we can.
We will talk about that.
I want them.
Yes.
It
So
ain't
do I.
happen, but I want them.
Right?
They will be here.
I want them.
I want them.
And speaking of, here they are, the Levi's Jordan 4 denim.
So they had like the
Dropping on the
dude
17th.
Soho where they were painting it. They were
the
distressing
Levi's
the paint
store.
in the whole 9 yards. That was sick.
Yeah,
That was crazy. I think the jacket's whack, but I think the shoes are really dope.
Yeah, those shoes.
Yeah, jacket's too much for me. I can't wear that.
I can't wear the jacket either, but the shoes will get rocked.
Shoes. Yeah.
I hope somebody was talking about wearing
I might wear the jacket.
a
You
denim
guys gonna
tank top.
distress them or not? Are you just gonna keep them crispy, or are you gonna like fuck them up?
I'm gonna keep them crispy.
I ain't gonna have them.
because
Oh, he's gonna have
I'm
them.
not either.
I'm gonna keep them crispy because I mean I do like some of. I seen one that had like a wash to it, but on certain parts they look crazy. But I don't have the
skill.
yeah, the skill to make that look like that. I'd be pissed off, especially without what a
I'm
spin on.
sure you can send it to Word, and she could probably hook it up for you.
I was thinking that too. We're gonna pour some bleach all on them
Get them
and send
too?
it back.
Get them back, and
You
they
got
look
two
like
Hypebeast?
Kunta Kinte shoes.
Hype on, then you
Black
cop them?
History Month.
What's up?
No sleep.
There's a black pair coming out too.
Yeah, it's a black one, and I heard it's a white pair.
The black one is
The
tough.
black one, I think there's a maroon. I thought there was a maroon pair.
I thought they said white.
Black and white. Black and white. All-Star Weekend VIPs and then the general release.
Yeah.
Go to LA. Let's do it.
Shit, I would love to go to LA. Damn. Go to that game.
I'm going to
You got
Cleveland.
the Air
Right.
17s.
So we had a few shoes drop today. Anybody pick up with them all? We saw you got the Black History Month Kyries. Anybody else pick up anything today on the releases?
Fuck no,
I got the
baby.
Kyries.
You got the Kyries
I got
also.
the Kyries. Yeah.
You didn't get the
Nobody got the
KDs?
LeBrons.
That's my first cop of the year. Is the Kyries? No, I'm not getting those LeBrons.
I don't
LeBrons
like
are
the
dope.
I don't like the bottoms on those LeBrons, man. It's too
KD
dry.
10s are tough. The KDs are tough.
Yeah, they are.
Trash.
And they just
Those are my
posted
second
the Paul Georges, which are sick.
Ugh, what are these?
These are Tyler the Creator Converse.
I have to pass on these joints.
Those are not Converse. They're LaFleur.
That's
These
what it
joints
says
like-
on here.
Converse.
They
No,
look like they come with
Yeah.
a gift certificate to J. Crew.
Yo, the kids really like those though, man.
I can't.
Yeah.
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 Kids.
I'll give him props for like Tyler like making like people wear Converse. Like as much as like I don't like the shoes, like he made Converse sell out, like which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well,
I can see that.
I think.
I mean, Wish had those flower shoes too, and I don't.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of dudes wearing them down there.
We're
I mean, is it
Daisy Dukes.
Ohio for lovers?
some Daisy Dukes.
So real quick, here's the BHM Paul George that he's rocking right now.
Trash.
Yeah, you crazy, dude.
Okay.
Is it
Looks
tough?
like a Gucci strap up top.
Them look like something that like a
Know your history. Know your history.
like an 80s hooker like Apollonia would wear something like that. They're like
I'm not.
fishnets. They're like fishnets.
I'm a reserve what I really want to say.
Say what you gotta say, huh?
So then we got the Soul Box Saucony collab for the shadow. I don't really see the quality we would normally see in a collab on these. It kind of looks like a
Yeah, that's a weird Saucony.
yeah, it is.
That's trash.
Yeah, it's not what you would expect.
And it looks plastic.
Then we got the Air Max 98 Gundams coming out.
Which I think are dope. but
Those
I
are
won't
awesome.
pick up.
That's an awesome shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, I'll probably scoop one of the 98s. I don't know if it'll be this one, but I'll probably scoop one of them.
I like the 97s better.
They got the,
I mean, yeah, of course,
the blue and yellow 98s.
Yeah, those are dropping too.
Yeah, those are nice.
Hey, isn't there a whole bunch of 98s dropping this year?
Yeah, it's a few of them. Yeah.
They're gonna up tempo to 98 this year.
Yeah. Bro, that's the motto, bro. They force feed you until you can't have any more, and then they go on to the next.
As long as they stop that up tempo, Lord Jesus, if I see another one.
They got more up tempos fucking coming for that ass. So buckle in.
What do you guys think about the Air More Money though?
Oh, that shit
I only like the Euro one that just dropped. I don't like any of the other ones. The one with the
about the
ice
sneaker
bottom.
room joints.
What are
The sneaker room.
I was gonna.
What color?
I was
The
on
green
the
ones?
list to get those.
Guys with
The
it,
pink.
you know?
They're pink, and then
I
there's
like,
white
I like the
pink.
colorway, but I don't.
Oh, that's the white and pink.
Yeah.
That's
Black
the
and pink, and then the all
sneaker
pink.
release.
Sneaker room, yeah.
And they had a
Room
black.
club.
I mean,
Yeah,
for
the trio.
the cause, it's great for the
Amazing.
cause, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wear them.
Yeah, I thought about buying the U.S. one, the dollar one, you know. But then it's just like,
Listen,
That Euro one is dope though, with the ice bottom and that blue.
Is that your next pickup?
Nope, because them things are up there in the price already.
Wait, what?
They're on StockX right now for was it 3 something, 4 something.
hey, look at him. Look at him. Look at it. He's like, damn, I need him now.
He's about to get
yeah,
Hell no.
exactly. Like vulture and
All right, we're gonna move through real quick. So we got the Vapor Max CNYs coming out on the 18th. Let's see what else we got for the next week. Another pair of the 98s.
Those are the ones. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones I may end up copying those.
I like those.
Michigan shoes.
There you go. Who cares? Who
Trying to
cares?
come back.
We're gonna scoot through those. Of course, we've already seen the olives. A couple of guys on the panel got those. Then you got this Abalone Foam Posit 1 dropping. I need to see this in person, but it looks like it's gonna be a full scale GR. It looks like everybody's getting. So
He look pretty dope.
yeah, I can see that like in person though. I guess that's if you didn't get the Nebulous. This is in this mix.
Back up the
Yeah.
trash truck.
Yeah, speaking of which, where the hell's my shoe?
Some NMDs, and let's see what else we got. And
You got the 18.
That's next Monday. Yeah,
these right here.
yeah, that 18's coming back out.
What y'all think about these?
I don't need them.
I'm good.
It looks just like the other one.
Supposedly they got a red Ronaldo pair coming out.
Yes.
With the was it patchwork with the different materials?
Yo,
in
that
the
one was
sections?
crazy. The gold Ronaldo 97 to me was insane. That shoe was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Yeah, that red one. I need that. I gotta have that one.
You sound like Frodo.
I'll be Frodo all day.
All right, and there's that. But now we're into next week's shoes. So.
All right, this will be the last one. Anybody copping the 18? Anybody?
No,
I know you're not, Daniel.
The red ones.
Sneaker X, where you at?
I gotta get these. I can't find my pair, so I gotta get them. I didn't want to get them, but
Can't find them.
I can't.
You probably just
Maybe
traded
another-
them in. You probably just
No,
traded
man.
them.
I wouldn't trade these. But when some of my shoes got stolen this last time when I was in my last place, I mean, I don't remember. That's when my Tour Yellows and my Lightning 4s got stolen. I was so disappointed about them two. I couldn't even think about anything else. So,
Are you gonna spend $225 on that sneaker though?
man, I gotta have it back in my collection, man. I got to.
No, that shit looks like an and one, man.
I gotta have it back in my collection, man.
Starberry.
You got a Spreewell.
I had a white and
The
red.
lows look like legit Spreewells though. The lows do.
Not all of them. Just that one black pair that got the little chrome wheel on the side.
Whoa,
Yeah.
But the other ones don't look
that's crazy. as fuck.
He was possessed. That red cup.
I'm a 1 through 23 lover, so I'm sorry, guys.
Patrick Swayze was in your mouth.
Yeah. Ew. Gross. Hey, Matt, there's a next part of the show. I don't know. Did anybody hit Matt up for the G.A.P? Because I don't think I didn't reach out to him.
No, we could just ask him though.
What's up?
All right.
Pretty
Cool. We'll
straightforward.
get that. All right. So the next part of the show, but we gotta do a little plug first.
Big bang.
All right, hold on a second, and then we'll roll into it. Everybody, 8-9.
Years.
Yeah, plug your ears.
I think I got it down. We're ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, season 2. Welcome to the first episode of the G.A.P. Or the first thing of the G.A.P. Is it? Am I tripping? Or is it like off-centered? Nope,
No,
I'm tripping.
wait, it's a little fucked. Hold on. I'll fix it.
All right. So anyway, I'll explain the rules, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the G.A.P. Gas, Ass, or Pass. All right. So prior to the show, we come up with a G.A.P. and y'all know how it works. So what we got going on is shoes that came out in that come out in January, February.
Yeah. In January, February, most anticipated releases, not including the VC3s.
Not including the
and bread
VC3s
toes
and bread toe.
and the bread toe. So those two were scratched off. So Matt, if you can think of a shoe that you have or that you can think of off your head while we're going through these, and then we'll come back and get you. That's my fault. I failed you.
No, all good, all good. So it's just a sneaker that I want, and
Yeah, it's coming out in the next 2 months.
in the next 2 months.
cool.
And then the panel basically takes turns, either A, giving it some love, or B, ripping it apart. So that's how it works. So gas gets you 2 points, ass gets you 1 or no points, and pass gets you 1 point. Who's got the gold toe?
Mike.
All right, so unmute yourself, and we'll start with you. Let's get it.
All right, so poor man's top 3 coming out in February. If you missed out on top 3 or you ain't trying to spend 5, which last I checked on StockX, they were $620 in my size. You got another chance at these, something close enough. So for me, yeah, gold toe, definitely gonna, well, I'm not gonna say that. Gold toes, we're gonna see if you get one up in my collection, depending on the price.
You can pick shadows?
Nope, hell no, because if I do that, then I owe you a pair of shoes. Unless they are gifted to me. By the way, you guys want to pitch in, chat, $20 each, maybe 5, gift them to me. I'm open.
For the shadows?
I don't care how you get them. If you have them, you owe me, and that's it.
Wait, I thought it was if I buy them, or did I say if I get them?
If I get them, if I cop them, COP.
I thought I was in that too.
You might be. I got to screenshot it. I got to screenshot it.
You're in there. It was a perfect pair episode.
Yeah.
All right, so Maul, points on the gold toe.
Go toe. Flip a coin. I'll gas them. I'll probably cop these. Whether or not I'm going to keep them, that's a whole other conversation. But I'll definitely cop them initially.
Trade bait.
I don't even know if it's going to be like that, but it's going to be in February. It's going to be around All-Star. I'm going to have an itchy trigger finger, so I'm not going to lie. I probably will get these. So gas.
All right, Matt, what's your opinion on this pair here?
I have a very negative opinion on the fucking gold top 3s because Jordan Brand lied to every kid at Complex Con and said that they were an exclusive, and a huge fight broke out from them. And I don't know if you guys remember that or heard about that. There was like 400 people like lined up because they thought those shoes were only dropping at Complex Con, which they didn't. And I saw it firsthand. Union's booth actually broke. The wall fucking smashed.
Damn.
And
Oh wow.
And I actually said to the people I know at Jordan Brand, you can go fuck yourself on this because you knowingly got kids to get in fights over your shoes. So anything associated with that shoe is fuck you, to me, at least.
But it is different.
That sounds like an S to me.
Whoa, but that was the gold top 3. This is
this is the gold toe.
Different. Yeah, these are different.
Same shit. Fucking throw it in the same basket. I wouldn't wear it anyways, and you made me hate it even more. So
I think that's a pass.
That's an ass.
No.
That's an ass. When he says
You just threw your shoe in the incinerator, bro.
that's an ass. All right, so
that's ass. Fuck that shoe.
All right.
You're killing me, Matt, already. Out the gate.
Sorry, man.
Marcus.
I'm gonna give it a gas, and Mike, it's not the poor man's top 3 because these are gonna be just as hard to get as those. I mean, they're gonna be limited just as well, so it's gonna be in the same category. But I'm gonna call it gas. I'm still gonna try to get both pair at some point. But yeah, it's a gas.
Somebody hit me up today talking about I can get them for you for $350. I was like,
Kev?
You were like sold. I'm a gas. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the patent leather, to be honest with you. But I mean, I did want the top 3, so I'm anticipating one of these 2. So I'll gas them. to Jordan 1.
All right, cool.
That works.
These are a pass for me, just like the top 3 were. Like, it's just, I just don't. It's a patent leather shoe. Like, I don't want it. So.
Hey, Concord's got patent leather on it.
Yeah, it's
Who
not
just had some
leather.
80s music playing in the background?
I know, I did hear that.
Katy Perry.
Were you playing Toto Africa on Martin Luther King? I think that's what it was.
Shit.
Man, that's cold.
And the comment section did give you a gas. So, Mike, even with the ass and the pass, you're walking away with 11. Next up, shiny shoe ones. Yeah, these are Puff Daddy shoes here.
Take that.
Shiny shoe man.
And they Saints too. Yeah, fuck the Saints.
Oof.
Oh,
They already screwed themselves.
yeah.
Man, why do y'all not cop shoes because it's a colorway of a team you don't like? That's
That's how we
dumb.
do now.
That's
Hold on, man.
dumb.
Oh,
Who
wait,
dis?
no. You're right. Never mind.
This Kev.
Yep. All right. I mean, Levi's fours are my favorite, of course. And I just think that these are sick. And I know a lot of people are talking about, there's nothing you can wear them with. But if you wear jeans every day, then of course you can't wear them. But if you wear different stuff, shorts.
tan.
I mean, there's a lot you can rock with this. And I think that the whole collection is crazy. So it's a guess.
All right. So boom, Maul, what you got?
I gotta gas them because I really want them. Hopefully, I hit one of these mysterious raffles that I never ever hit.
OVO.
Yeah, you hit.
OVO 12.
Yeah, but that's not the same. Sneakers and stuff and clothing, like when it's tiered negative, I never win. I never win those releases. But it's a shoe I'd like to have. It'd be nice to start the year with those. Let's put it that way.
All right.
So I'm gonna gas them just so I have some good juju, some good karma going into it.
All right. What up, Sneaker Miyagi? Matt, what you got on the denim 4s?
That's a gas. I won't cop, but that is a definite good shoe.
All right. So, Mike.
I'm gonna ask these because I don't wear Levi's. Next.
Man, you already ordered a pair.
Hey.
They're
No,
already-
I'm a gas these. I'm gonna gas them definitely.
You probably did.
Listen, Levi's are better than whatever the hell you were wearing with Jay Baller.
Oh, man. You said you had some Bugle Boys, huh?
You have the Jenkos on.
You gonna break out the red monkeys?
Wow, I ain't heard that
Red
in a long time.
Oh,
Red
man.
monkeys.
Oh
Slow
man.
bucks. You got slow bucks.
No, these are gas. Definitely gas.
Marcus.
Yeah, they gas. I think they're dope. I'll probably have to get them somewhere down the line for resale, but they dope.
All right. Again, these are a pass for me.
I'm surprised you didn't ask them.
No, they're not. They're not ass. They're just I don't like them, but I mean I get that they're dope. Like it's like the Levi ones,
Really
the
nice.
ones, the Levi's ones or whatever. I don't like them, but I get why people do, and the packaging is dope, and it's.
But this shoe's way
I'm-
better than the ones because the ones
Definitely.
Yeah,
ones are
I
milk.
agree.
Yeah, the
right,
mid.
I agree.
I agree that this is better than the one.
Yes.
And the 4 silhouette, like the flashy flash. I don't like saying your name, but flashy flash. The 4 is timeless, and I agree 100%. And but it's just for me, it's like I'm not even excited about this shoe. Like
If they threw it on a 5, would you cop?
yes,
Oh,
if it was a 5, yeah,
Yes.
because I like. But then again, I don't know, like because there's a Knicks colorway on a 5 coming out. And I
That's
don't.
not really
I
a
don't
Knicks
want-
colorway. It's like,
It's a blue tongue with an
Eggshell.
orange bottom.
I thought
yeah,
it
with
was.
an eggshell. We'll go call it a Cavs.
I can't believe y'all won't buy shoes because of a team color. I just
All right.
I don't get it.
But not Knicks colorway. I didn't mean to say Cavs, like old school Cavs. But anyway, it's just not for me. Like, and I get like thinking because also the SB, right? So I really like SBs, and the Forbes came out, the SB Forbes, like Atomic, like it's. Oh, we just talked about. It's got the gas in the comment section too. So people talking about how they're gonna get it. So, Kev, you walk away with a 13.
Oh yeah.
Next up,
All right.
Oh yeah.
Let me.
Cheating ass.
Who cheated? More.
I'll be right back. Like, y'all take over real quick.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. So mine or the Lightning 17s that are supposed to be coming out, I believe, right around All-Star Weekend as well. I had the pleasure of seeing these in person at Sneaker Con Atlanta. And there were a couple, I guess, custom ones from SoFly. But yeah, these are a must. These are amongst the top of the 2018 cops. Mo, you go. You like yellow.
These are gas for me. I'm probably not going to get them, but like you said, I love the color, and because I think I did see them as well.
Ooh, I
and,
see some asses and some ugly.
I mean, but you know, people are going to ask them because it's not that 1 through right.
The ankle part so looks like it's ready for aerobics. No, right? Swinging.
Same people who are wearing Adidas. No.
Oh,
like
I'm a gas these though. That color just I'm sold.
Everyone's gonna ask them, but when it comes time to cop them, everyone's gonna be putting their name in the hat.
All right, so just so I keep track of the points, Maul, you gave it a gas. Clearly, it's your shoe.
Clearly.
Then Mike went after that.
He gave gas.
All right, cool. Gave it a gas. Matt.
I think honestly, not a shoe for me, but I'll give it a gas, I guess, because I really like the way that they rolled it out, like you were talking about with Soulfly, with Carlos being MJ's brother-in-law, getting the shoes, and I thought it was dope that they had MJ's pair and they said Black Cat on the stitch. So that's dope for me.
Lord, what's going on over there?
He got somebody break it in.
Yeah. My son's got the bombs, so he's trying to get some water, and it's just
someone's trying to steal your Rejuvenator, man.
It's cool because I can just give it to him because
it's empty.
I got plenty. Yeah, like y'all take it, man. It's empty as fuck. Because I'd be using it. Marcus,
I'm a gas him. I mean, you know, I love any shoe 1 through 23, and this colorway is dope. You know, I think it'll be one that'll hit a high resale, but it'll come back down around retail price eventually.
Do you like 15s?
I like every Jordan 1 through 23, man. I don't discriminate.
he likes the gravy boat. He does.
Yeah, I like the one with the little tongue hanging out the front. Yeah.
Damn, I had a Dan moment.
Tinker Hatfield personally said he fucked up when he designed that sneaker.
oh,
Wow.
MJ,
I only have one pair of the 15s, so you know, I mean,
That's why when he did the Kubo joints, he took the tongue off of it because it was like his redo.
Oh, that's right. The red and the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Kubo is interesting, but still trash.
Better trash.
So Marcus, you gave us a gas, so that's 2,
Yes, sir.
4, 6, 8. Just wanted to make sure my math is right. Kev, what you got?
man, I asked these before. I'm just gonna pass them this time. I'm not a fan of the.
He had a change of heart.
No, I mean.
oh, thank you.
This picture does look better than the other one because I was looking at the other one when I put this one up. But I mean, I still don't like them. I mean, in the Steelers colors. So there you go, Marcus.
Marcus, you want to say your sentence about teams or
You want to
whatever?
repeat that?
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, yellow brick roads.
It's just dumb. It's dumb. I'm sorry. It's just dumb.
I see.
All right. This Maul, I love you, brother, but this shoe is cheeks, man. It is fucking horrible. Like, this shoe hurts my fucking feelings, dude. What's going on with around the fucking ankle, bro?
It's a bag.
Yeah.
Secured the bag.
It was one of the first shoes with the little sock liner, man. I mean,
That's fucking
history
whack.
on that.
I mean, some could say it's revolutionary. Adidas, made a lot of money off this.
Right,
Some would say
exactly.
it's revolutionary. Shut the fuck up. That shit is garbage. It's
Oh.
garbage.
Well, listen. Since you have such dislike for it,
Got a box.
and you typically are
I'll
able to
help you
get
out.
some releases.
Try to-
But wait, that fucking LeBron pink shit that he just bought got a fucking sock liner on it. I mean, so what are you talking about?
No.
No, my ass. It's the same type of thing.
Hold on. It's right here.
It's right behind you.
It's the
This
same type of thing.
motherfucker, It's a part of the shoe, right? It's part of the whole shoe.
It's a part of the
This
shoe.
thing, no, it comes up out of it. It's like a little. It's like foreskin.
It's attached to the shoe
It's
regardless.
got
It's
foreskin.
like
He said it's bris.
I don't know anything about
Bris.
foreskin. So I don't, I can't relate to that
Fuck
comment.
you and fuck that shoe
And fuck you and your foreskin.
It's a
I don't want to.
with a needle.
And then like that shoe comes with a buy one get one free coupon.
Well, shit. That's an easy 2 for me then.
So booty, rocking everywhere, butt cheeks, past ass, Bumblebee from Transformers, ass,
Damn.
ass, not me, ass, gas.
Cold blooded.
Yeah. All right, so
I'm
that's
different.
another ass. So Maul, you walk away with a grand total of 9.
Oh,
9.
It is what it is. Can only go up from there, right?
Next up is
Fuck all y'all.
I mean, I don't even remember what I picked, Maul, so you probably gonna beat me any damn way. I don't even know what shoe I picked.
Wait, yeah, what did you?
I picked what was left.
Man, there was a
you
few
had
things.
you said
I had a
fucked
moment
up
like that
picture.
as well.
I mean, it really kind of bothered me that
You sent phones.
my GOAT is coming out, and I wasn't allowed to pick that. I should have been y'all should have just gave it to the old man, because y'all know that's
Man,
the
talk
first
about
shoe.
your shoe.
Huh.
Talk about your damn
Yo,
shoes. Phones.
Big
I
Bang. You
remember.
have the Big Bang foams.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Big Bang.
Nebula.
Let's go.
Nebulas, the Nebula phone. Yeah, I mean, it already dropped. Didn't get it, but I think it's a dope shoe.
Wait, you
It's
really
not
picking that sneaker?
Huh?
You really picking that shoe?
I mean, man, they didn't leave me with many choices. They said you can't pick the black
He was left
Select
with
3.
scraps.
It's 2018 and you actually want to pay money for a phone closet?
Hey, I didn't have a choice. People put rules and stipulations behind what shoes I could pick. This was the last one that was left. So
There was
I
still a
went to the
lot of
store and
shoes
bought a
with
pair of
too
white
much.
and white Air Force Ones, man.
I mean, you're right, but I had to. I'm
So now you ain't
See,
gonna gas your own shoe then? 'Cause you
no,
don't-
I'm gonna
you don't
gas
like
my
it,
shoe.
then
You
gas
have
it.
your own shit.
I'm gonna gas my shoe. But I mean, if you watch the show previously, you'll see that no matter what shoe I pick, these motherfuckers always give me a ass anyway. So I could have picked the top 3 or any other shoe, and they still wouldn't have done anything because they hate me.
Mark, I don't ask your shoes,
They
man.
hate
They
me.
hate me.
You just won that Gap like 3 weeks ago. I ain't won a
Whatever,
Gap
that was
since.
That was the only one I've won in like a year. So
I won a
anyway,
Gap for picking the worst shoe.
Which is
I mean, but your shoes are always the
No,
worst. So
That's accurate. You have to judge. You have to watch what we buy, and then go buy that. That's how you operate.
Hey, I don't
pretty
listen.
much.
You're a
you got
trend
Miss-
follower.
I don't. I need Miss Ford.
How do I? But y'all say that I have all these
Jugger,
grails,
jugger.
so if I'm buying what you guys are buying, then y'all have grails too.
You only
Yo.
bought the Tokyo 5
You
because
short
we
by
were talking
price.
about the
You
damn
short high
shoe.
to-
That's
high to
not
low.
why I bought that. That is
Yes.
that.
Highest,
Anyway,
It-
bring it
You know
bring
what?
it in. Bring it in.
highest Jordans.
Ma, what do you got on these Nebula phones?
Marcus, I hate you.
Sorry, pass. I'm going to pass on these.
You're gonna pass. Okay.
Yes,
You almost.
I'm not a
I thought
phone
you was
person.
buying them though.
I thought you had these already.
Whoa.
I copped them, but it was to pass them
No,
along.
you cannot pass on a shoe that you cop. No.
I can 100% pass on the shoes I was going to cop when it only came out in Boston, and I can have trade bait and or sell it. Yeah, I can pass. It's a pass. I didn't ask it. I passed it.
I still hate you.
That's weird.
He
How's
said
that weird?
He said that's weird.
It is weird. And it's dumb.
I mean, it's your call. Like it's your call.
It's a legit pass. Am I keeping them?
I was doing just dumb shit to me.
Matt-
Just dumb.
Matt, what you got on this?
I think Matt likes them a lot.
No, this is an ass because like, look at it this way. Just keep it real. The Galaxy Foamposite was one of the craziest releases of all time, right? Remember, motherfucker tried to trade his car for those shoes.
That's bananas.
That shit was crazy. There were people getting fights and all that stuff, and it's like you're gonna try and rework that colorway and make it worse. It's like just let that shoe like live in infamy. Foamposites suck right now. Who's wearing Foamposites? Who's paying money for Foamposites? Just like let that shoe rest. Let it be cool again. Just like put it in the vaults for like 10 years.
Cool. Yeah.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
It's a valid
He
point.
said, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Mike,
I'm gonna ask these. I don't like foams. They're bulky. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's paranorman. I don't care if it's DB. I don't care what it
Paranormans
is.
are hard.
I don't like
Paranormals are
foams.
dope.
They're bulky and I don't like the look.
And the DB foams are dope too. So
They can be yellow. They
Yeah,
can be
DB foams
fucking
dope.
pink. They can be. I'm
optics.
ass. You'll never see foams on my feet.
And I bet you we all buy a pair. His ass gonna go and get them.
you goddamn right.
Like
Yeah, what
1200
you
on
got?
StockX right now.
Y'all got 88s.
I don't like the black bottoms, but I'm gonna gas these because I mean I don't know if I'd buy these honestly.
Wait, hold
They're
up. How you
available.
gassing it and you got to think about it like that? Go ahead and give it that pass. You know that's what you
I mean,
want.
I lost anyway. It don't make no difference what kind of points you get.
We all lost at this point.
I'm
Kev
trying
is in the lead.
I'm trying to be political. No, man, I don't think they're bad, honestly. The only thing I don't like about them is the black bottom. If they had a clear bottom, then they'd be fire.
Yeah,
But the black bottom, I don't like on them. I mean, I'll pass on them. But like I said, yeah, the black bottom.
And Mike,
up on.
Miss Jenkins said you are bulky.
Oh.
I'm looking through here.
Hold up. What's she say? You know what, Miss Jenkins, we're gonna chat on the side. I got something for you.
Yeah. So
We don't need to hear all that.
okay.
Mike wearing eyeshadow.
I think okay. So I really happen to like space and stuff. I do. I think it's awesome. I think this shoe is dope. I think like it's not like the idea if we're gonna compare it to the Galaxy foams versus the nebulous foams or the Big Bang or whatever you call it. It doesn't work right. But I do like this pair, and it's like if I can get it, I will get it. And it will go up with my one other pair of foams that I never wear. But I like the idea
What
behind
foams do you
this.
have?
So that's Spider-Man foams.
Oh, okay.
They're
Yeah, you don't ever wear those.
no, they're whack. But I like them. I used to have other foams. But,
No, they're whack.
It is what it is. And then like so there's a pass from the usual suspects. So that Marcus walks away with a 7. But I do like these. I do like these foams. But if they weren't space, I wouldn't probably give a shit. But it's the space.
It's because I like
space.
World War II and they got a swastika on.
I didn't say that.
Well, then.
So this is my shoe. This is the Kyrie 4 Chinese New Year. I really like what they're doing with the Chinese New Year. Well, not Chinese New Year. I really like what they're doing with the Kyrie 4. I hope that they continue to bring originality to the releases and not just the PE pairs. That we actually get some of those, like the Philharmonic or the City Pack or whatever. Excuse me. But yeah, this is mine and this is a gas for me. Ma.
Oh yeah, you already know these are gas. Kyrie 4 is looking real good coming out the. I'm kind of nervous about this pair because they're already going for a decent amount. Looks like we're offline. They're already going for a decent amount on StockX, so I feel like all the vultures are going to be out trying to grab these. But no, I'll gas them for sure.
Matt.
It's just a pass for me. I mean, I think it's cool, but I would never consider buying these sneakers.
Are you a fan of the Kyrie 4s?
To me, it's like I don't really care about as you guys know, I don't really wear like basketball sneakers in general, and especially like Nike basketball. I know that's like your guys' shit, but like to me, it's like
We are heavy Nike basketball, but every once in a while you'll see some other shit pop up.
I'm UA as well.
Yeah, that's gross.
Underachieving.
Do they pay you to post that on Instagram?
I mean, they should. You probably have a few numbers I can grab, right?
Only him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I need that paid by or that paid partnership.
That's that good.
yeah. Hey,
Paid partnership. Yep.
Mike.
Mine will be here tomorrow, so these are gas.
Mine will be here tomorrow.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I like the way he threw that out there. He had said
You,
anything
my
about
friend.
this shoe.
No, he's just living his title. Hype Ogden. That's it.
Nah, they ain't on the way, but they are gas.
You're a liar.
Fuck
They are.
them.
Let him away.
Let Marcus go.
Marcus.
I mean, these gas for me. When we first saw the Kyrie 4, I thought they were trash. But these collabs, these special colorways and stuff they're coming out with, man, they're pretty dope. So I actually I'm liking these better than the last Kyrie's.
They're doing good.
I don't think the 4s are better than the 3s personally, but
Man, the colorways shit on them. Colorways are shit on them.
I think the overall design of the shoe, I prefer the 3s over the 4s.
No, 4s.
I don't. I like the 4 much better.
Yeah, I like the 4, man. It's shitting on them.
Kev?
Oh, it's tough.
It's all red.
Yeah, I know. That's why, you know, I'm gonna gas it. But the Kyrie is not a comfortable shoe. The Kyrie 4 is not a comfortable shoe. But these are a lot better than the 3s. The 3s were trash.
You trash.
What you talking about, Wilson? Nah, man. I'll go ahead and gas these.
All right, I'm trying to look through. Pass. One gas, 2 gas, 3 gas. Whole bunch of pass. It's a pass. So I walk out with a 12. Matt, did you have a shoe?
Yeah, you guys, you're throwing me for a loop, and it came between 3 shoes, and I actually really wanted to pick Adidas sneaker, but I know you guys are all just gonna shit on it.
That's not true.
You hate Adidas.
Molly, you missed it. That was you right there, Molly. That's not true.
No, I have
not wrong.
I have 2 pair of Adidas.
I was gonna pick the Adidas Futurecraft 4D, which I think is an insane shoe. I'm not gonna pick that, and I am going to say a shoe that I will probably not be able to get my hands on, and I probably wouldn't wear, but the fucking Comme des Garçons Nike Air Max 180s. I don't know if you guys saw those or not. There's 3 colorways. They're like
Can
pink.
you pull it up and then share the screen?
Yeah, and then I'll go ahead and I'll lock in.
You want me to do it, or?
Yeah, you can do it.
I don't know how to do this, but
I got you here.
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah. Hopefully this is the right. It's the pink one, right?
Yeah. There's 3 colorways. I don't know which one I go for, but I'm just really happy that the Air Max 180 is coming back because I really like that shoe.
I want you to understand that Ryan Swinger is super duper excited.
Yeah, he just came on the keyboard.
It's fuck yeah with like 13 exclamation points.
I don't know who that is, but shout out.
Yeah, swang. Like I really I think y'all have a similar style as far as like sneakers go.
Yeah,
here you go.
New Balance and
I'll post it in the group chat.
We've got it pulled up for you.
Yeah, we got it.
We got it.
Speak.
If you look at my screen, yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
So, yeah. Now, like I understand that he's locked in on the show, but not here. So go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, no, I think that like I love the Air Max 180. It's a shoe that I had like fucking 13 years ago. The OG's one's coming back, but I just really like these, and I know I'm probably not going to get a pair because everything Comme des Garçons is super fucking hard to get. But if a pair happens to fall on my desk at work,
hey, you got connections.
I don't have connects like that. That's like another level where you like. I have to be your level. Be like, hey, I got 100,000 Instagram followers. You guys want to fuck with me?
That shit don't get you nothing.
Is that how it works?
It ain't got me nothing.
You gotta be like the cool fashion dude in New York to like be able to get that. Like, that's not me, but
I'm not cool.
If I can get it.
About time starts being facts.
But I am a dude, so I mean.
All right, so Maul. All right, so hey, which pair, Matt? Which pair you like the best?
I think the white one.
The white and pink in the back.
All right.
Yes.
This one right here.
All right, cool.
So this is gonna be further from my style or what I typically like, but I'm a big fan of pink. I don't care about the collab or anything of the sort. Just purely going off the colorway. I think it's pretty gas.
Okay.
I'm not just being nice.
No, you can hurt my feelings, man. I don't give a fuck.
No.
It'll happen.
I'm being honest.
I was supposed to say, it's gonna
Just wait.
Let me preface. Yeah, I'm not just being nice. Like I think.
Marcus, not Marcus.
I'm not a big fan of the
Mike.
Well,
you just told him it's super limited. It's hard to get.
Yeah, and that's why he's struggling.
No. So for me, it's just a pass because, like Molly said, I like pink, but for me, it looks like a very narrow shoe, and given my frame, it would not be a good look on my foot. That's pretty much
in
it.
your frame.
I mean, you know, I'm kind of, you know, hitting the gym, so you know, big guy like me.
Hey, man.
You ain't hitting no gym. When you walk past, just hit the door. You can't be like, I hit the gym.
I'm hitting these links, these sausage links.
No pause.
Why I gotta be links? At least give me patties. I mean, shit, it gotta be links. No, so for me, it's just a pass. It's just a pass. Maybe 30. You know.
I kind of like these. You know?
You're a fashion guy.
Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of digging these, man. I can see rocking that white and pink pair with a white and pink polo shirt.
And white and pink panties.
Damn.
Keep going.
Jugular.
I think we're gonna be friends.
I mean, it's all good.
You know it's all good.
I'm gonna have to gas these, man. I think they're kind of dope. I'm glad you showed them to me. I might have to. See if I can.
He just said they're hard to get.
Y'all niggas trying to make friends.
So I was gonna ask Matt, what does he normally do on a Monday night at 8:00? Because we are looking to replace one of our panel.
Yeah, it'd be the white guy because you can only have one.
I thought it was the old guy because he was going to the old folks home next week.
No, we're gonna replace the fat guy,
which is also me.
Yeah, up there too.
Kev, what you got?
I don't want to get slender.
I can't do these. I mean, I'm trying to. I mean, I don't even have anything funny to say. I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but I can't do these.
You can do Dornbecker Jordans, but you can't do those.
Yeah, man.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Links all up in your mouth. Pass. Okay. Pause. Pepto 180s, pink panties. Okay. In the group, I was trying to figure out the suspects in there.
Valentine's Day.
So
Okay, go ahead.
Cupid.
Matt,
Yeah, good.
you know, hats off to your.
I have to see your face.
Hats off to. Hats off to your, your originality. And
This is you build me up before you fucking cut me off.
yeah. This is me putting some candy.
When he gets serious, then you know it's about to be something negative. This is like the breakup.
Mad ugly, bro. It's so ugly. Like I feel like motherfuckers is out here mowing grass. Not in this pair, but like the white pair with the blue on it. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure the kids that shot up the school wore these.
That's fucked up.
Like these are like one step above the Monarch. You know what I mean? Like it's just like right there. I mean the pink stuff, the black stuff with the shoe.
Man. I could put you into Monarchs.
See, I can't do it. Like if I do that, that's me. Like I have officially. I gotta buy a new grill. Like I gotta start wearing flannel all the time.
You get the good patio furniture.
Right? Yeah, I sell all my shoes and I get the glass.
Do you ever see the Black Cement 3 Monarchs?
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen them. I've seen people try to freak out that shoe, but at the end of the day,
they actually made the shoe. They actually made like a sample. Like the kid who used to work there, he made a Black Cement 3 Air Monarch.
Oh, why would they do that to the Jordan 3? Like, so, I do like the Air Max line. I don't like when there's just like it's one of my the hard times with the was it the 90 is when they just have that like heel bubble. And there's nothing on the front, and it has like everything about this shoe just makes me cringe a little on the inside. Like I die a bit.
It's all good, man. You can hit me with it.
Damn. But mad love, but you for real, like
you about to go back and change that right up.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah, be like, yeah, he, he's a great sneaker guy, but he has awful taste in shoes.
Yeah, he does not like good shoes. Like, no, I mean, like, and I don't like I don't like the fucking, what do you call them shits? The Converse. I don't like them shit with the little whack ass heart on it. I don't like that.
That was a dope, man.
Okay, cool. I don't like them. I don't like the look of
those Monarchs.
Right, it's still a fucking Monarch. Like, shout out to the dude. Shout out to the dude.
Yeah,
right.
You would rock that.
I would not rock that.
Orthopedic joints.
Okay, that one doesn't look.
It was a hype stick.
Oh man, choke with a ghost stick.
I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. So, Dan is showing restraint. I'm trying to be nice.
No, I don't care,
it's not
man.
working well.
I know people disagree with my taste in sneakers. That's like part of the fun of it. You know what I mean?
Hey, rock what you like.
He's on the other side. Yeah,
Right.
I get it.
Anyway. So, Kev wins. Yay, Kev. Yay.
Yay,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so Kev, you get to pick the next week's G.A.P. And congratulations to Kev. And with that,
topics.
Let's get into some topics.
let's do it.
All right. Topic, sucker.
Ah.
All right. So topic number one. I mean, we've got Matt on here, so definitely got to get his opinion on this.
Okay.
Been in the ingrained for many years. Definition, opinion on the culture vulture.
As far as like sneakers you're talking about,
Yeah.
just in general. I think this is interesting because I think that there's like this like stereotype that like you need to be like into hip hop or like whatever or like race or like whatever to be into sneakers. And I think the beautiful thing about sneakers is that like it brings people from all different like walks of life together because everyone wears shoes at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like if you have dope shoes, you have dope shoes, regardless of like your skin tone, whatever. I'm not trying to just say that because it's fucking MLK Day, but
You know, dream. Everybody can buy.
No, that's what I always thought. That's what I always thought was dope about like Nike SB, because Nike SB was like you had like kids who were into hip hop and then like white kids who were into skating and like all that shit, and it just kind of like it came together, and then you had like fucking sneaker culture. You know, as long as you were into shoes, you were into shoes.
Right. So like those people who may not be into shoes, you know, you talked about females with the booty shorts.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a case by case basis. I don't want to say just because you do such and such, you're a culture vulture. You know what I mean? I think you kind of know, like it's like pornography. You know it if you see it. You know what I mean? Like,
such the what constitutes a vulture?
I think a culture vulture is someone who is only getting into it to get something out of it without doing anything for their own intrinsic whatever. Because you don't have to be the biggest collector to not be a culture vulture, but at the same point, like if you're an opportunistic whoever who's just getting into sneakers because like I don't want to say any names.
Ice is a culture vulture.
Ooh.
There's a former Miss so and so pageant girl who's like big on Instagram now. I don't know if she follows you guys, but you probably know who I'm talking about. But she like her Instagram popped up out of nowhere, and all of a sudden she just like is like a sneakerhead. But
Who
like
we
talking
about?
It's a former Miss New Mexico.
I knew it.
I got.
But no, you don't.
Oh, Mia Khalifa.
No,
sir.
That's just straight porn.
You're totally missing this one.
She has like 80,000 followers, but I don't want to like
we'll fill you in, brother.
It's just kind of obvious, like when you see it. You know what I mean? Like you're getting into it to get the likes. That's my view.
So, would you consider a hype beast? Is it synonymous? Like, hype
I don't think you're a culture vulture. If you're just a hype beast, like how does it make you a culture vulture? You're just a kid who likes fuck shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're not looking.
What about a 40-year-old man who rocks a Bills cap?
Oh.
Hey,
vulture.
So I mean, like,
I'm 39.
What about? I mean, what about like when you separate like business from culture vulture? Because there's a lot of people that are in the sneaker business that really don't care about sneakers. I mean, themselves. They just kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they're just doing it for profit.
Exactly.
But does that make like someone like who owns like a mom and pop sneaker store a culture vulture because they're not a sneakerhead?
That's what I'm saying though. Like, I mean,
good point.
I feel like that's a little different.
Yeah, that's a separate thing. So I mean, like
you put in a lot of capital,
like
you put in your dues, you put in your work in order to be.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. But you're still profiting off of sneakers at the end of the day. Like, I think sometimes we hold it too fragile that you have to know like what fucking sneakers Michael Jordan wore in the '88 dunk contest, and like,
I mean, I don't
you should probably know that.
I mean, you should, but like, if you're like a 15-year-old kid, like, and you don't know that, like, is that your fault?
No, it's my job to educate you.
Hey, real quick. I mean, I don't want anybody watching the Cavs game. I want to give a shout out to Sneakerheads Clothing Line because they got the Migos on the game showing the Mosh shoes that he put the laces to. So shout out to Jason over there at Sneakerheads Clothing Line.
Nice. I just looked up and saw that. Yep.
Oh, you guys watching the game? That's nice.
Yeah, I know. So I think that I think a culture vulture is somebody who's like, this is hype, time to come. Like, you ever see those people who they seem to come out of nowhere and then all of a sudden they have like 100,000 followers, you know? And it's like, where did you even come from? Why are you wearing Gucci platform shoes? Like, what?
Whoa! Alrighty now, we are just going all okay.
I mean, I get it.
I mean, no disrespect, but like,
yeah, I mean, like that's something too that I think of. But then
you think that YouTube cultivated that?
Part of me gets hung up in the fact that they're trying to create a business. I mean, so I like it's a line that
they bought and paid well for them followers, though.
Yeah, but I mean, people pay for advertising.
Yeah,
but then it's like the thing that everyone throws out is like, what do people think about like someone like Benjamin Kicks? Is that a culture vulture to you?
I don't think so because I mean, he's young. I mean, he hustled. Well,
what's the difference?
He took his bar mitzvah money, right? Which is what he gets to start a business, to become a man or whatever.
Right.
And created a lucrative sneaker business,
right?
Right, which to me is impressive. For me, it's like if you're like, he clearly likes that culture, the streetwear hype beast thing. He likes that. Like, he's decking cars out in fucking Yeezy colorways and off-white colorways. Like, cool.
But I think that we change the narrative to fit whoever we like, though. Like, if we like somebody, we'll give them a pass. Where somebody else that may not be as likable will say, hey, you're a culture vulture because you're not doing what we like. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but before he did what he was doing, though, was he into sneakers? I guess I would look at it as
he was fucking 10.
Foresight to put his money.
But at 10-year-old, I was into sneakers. I liked sneakers at 10. I just didn't have the funds to get it. There's a difference. If you don't like sneakers and you're trying to capitalize off of the sneaker market versus I like sneakers, I'm 10, now I have money, now I can do the things to grow it. There's a difference. If you don't like sneakers at all, you just see it as a business opportunity.
I think when you talk about culture vulture, I think at least in my head, having to deal with what I've had to deal with, like, interviewing rappers who get sneaker deals who aren't really into sneakers. And sometimes you could even criticize the brands for being culture vultures. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the fucked up part. I'm not going to name names because I've gotten in plenty of trouble because of that shit. But like, there are certain brands.
Nobody watches them. Yeah.
They ain't watching Midsole.
No, doing certain collaborations with certain artists or whatever who like aren't really in it and they're trying to sell a fake story. To me, that's more of a culture vulture than some kid with the Instagram account.
Right.
And has bigger ramifications.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
I can see that.
So I think in that case, it's the pimping of something that we love.
Right.
But in anything in pop culture is going to be pimped. I mean, whether it's music, whether it's TV, movies, or whatever, that's any culture. You embrace sneakers, so of course it bothers you and it offends you. But in every culture, you have culture vultures. No matter what it is, there's always going to be that. It's the yin to the yang. It has to be there. It has to be there. I mean, it's not about. It doesn't. I guess I don't get bothered. Like Matt said, I do have a problem with like certain hip hop celebrities, who know shit about shoes, but they're like the biggest sneakerhead in the world. You know, those are the people I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with the Benjamins and the Kites and all them. You know, if you're making money, hell, if I can make the money these guys make and I don't have to go to a 9 to 5, you goddamn right I'm gonna be out there doing it. You know, tell me what you want.
Time for you to start vlogging.
You know, call me what you want. You know, but I'm gonna be out there making that money. And everybody in the chat who say anything different, if y'all want to be idiots like that, go right ahead. But if somebody gonna pay me and I ain't got to go to a 9 to 5 to talk about kicks and to wear kicks and to make a fool of myself and shit like that, you damn skippy. I'm gonna be out there doing it. You damn skippy. As long as I respect myself and I get respect from the people who care about me, I can give a shit about what everybody else think. I'm gonna make my bread. Because ain't none of y'all gonna be here in 20 years when I gotta retire to take care of me. So I can't be mad at nobody who making their money.
You ain't gonna be here in 20 years. You made a great.
Your fat ass ain't either. Fast out.
Damn.
Diabetes and shit. Fast.
He said you gonna have one big ankle.
Motherfucker had a gap and shit.
Cankle. No, but but you're right. I mean, if you can make the money, I mean, I don't particularly have a problem just because it takes too much thought to hate everybody who's doing it and to differentiate who you like versus who you don't. They're doing the same shit. I mean,
but do you think a lot of it's that it's like almost like there's like a jealousy factor sometimes where some people get mad that they're not in the same position as someone else, and that person's profiting off of it, while the other person's just sitting at their keyboard like talking away, typing shit, and you realize how much effort it actually took to get that. It's not like they boomed up overnight and just all of a sudden had a big Instagram account. You know what I mean? Like
you are putting in work. I mean, unless you're buying the shit. I mean, there's work involved with anything where you're being successful. Period. I mean, there's always
people see success as just straight line trajectory, but
ups, downs, yeah.
So it is what it is.
How many times do we talk about that, Mo? Like all the fucking time?
All the time. Too many times.
But, I think it really boils down to it's what you love, and when you see somebody profiting off of something you love, or somebody exploiting something that you love, that's when that vulture tag comes in.
Right, when you feel like it's not genuine, like it's not authentic.
Right.
How are they exploiting it though?
They don't like it. They're just trying to make money from it.
We don't know what they like and what they don't like. We can't speak on that.
But what do you guys think if like HBO made like a sneakerhead show? You know what I mean? Like that sort of stuff where it's like not real sneakerheads who are behind it. You know, like is that culture vulture too?
If you're saying if HBO took just any old,
or if HBO made a sneakerheads documentary or whatever, and it wasn't like sneakerhead people behind it. It was just like a big business sort of like Hollywood producer who was like, I'm going to make a film on sneakerheads. Is that culture vulture too?
Well, it depends. You got to see the finished product.
I don't think that is a problem. I don't think it's a problem. I mean, I think that's actually drawing more attention to the culture. So, I mean, they're going to get something out of it, but so is the culture. So they're actually enriching it by
But wouldn't you want to talk to someone who is directly in the culture to get the real perspective versus this potentially fabricated perspective?
I mean, if you're going to utilize people that are already in the culture, then there's people that make movies that have nothing to do. I mean, there's people that make movies about like The Wire that probably never been
anywhere near.
Yeah.
Hold up now, old girl, Snoop.
She's one.
That's some real shit.
I doubt,
that ain't fake.
Idris, whatever his name, was out there telling blokes to stop shooting. Don't shoot it.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. But it doesn't. It's business, man.
Right. So, in the end, the definition of a culture vulture is, according to Urban Dictionary, which we know is pristine.
Take it to the bank.
Someone who steals traits, language, or other fashion from another ethnic or social group in order to create their own identity.
That's gentrification.
Yeah, that's some bullshit as far as that definition goes. That ain't about stealing from.
And I'm just gonna put this up because
if you want to talk about culture vulture, like fucking remember Miley Cyrus's Air Jordan song?
Oh, yeah.
J's on my feet. J's on my feet.
That's just because she was like fucking Mike Will Made It at the time or something supposedly. So that's how that song came out. But shout out to him.
So just to put this out here, it says Todd just bought himself a FUBU tracksuit and changed his name to Tyrone. He is such a vulture.
I'm mad at you, Tyrone. Good God Almighty.
Oh man, it's surprised they didn't lose Leroy.
All black people, Leroy. In about a couple years, Marcus' name gonna be Leroy.
What?
All of us got a Leroy in our family. Every single one of us. Even Dan.
Yeah, my middle name is Earl, so I mean that's what it is, you know.
Boy, you should have told me
Daniel
that.
Earl.
You should have told
Yeah.
me that.
You southern in the
Your
motherfucker.
name is no longer Daniel from me.
Daniel, I'm gonna ask you something.
DMX.
What's your last name, Daniel? I don't know what your last name is.
What?
It's fucked up that you really didn't know, and that we had to tell you.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know what your last name is. I've asked this before, and every time I ask, it's
Wait,
still
you
in the
for
top.
real? Are you for real?
I
You're
don't
a
know what
moron.
Dan's last. No.
Mute his ass. Mute his ass.
I
Hold
know.
on.
I'm sorry.
Again,
I'm sorry.
again,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Getting
Again,
ignored
man.
and muted.
I got it.
Matt, what
I
do you
got
do
it.
on Mondays, Matt? We really need to replace this guy.
I
Clearly
got
we
you.
need
I'm
to
sorry,
talk.
Lister.
Oh,
My bad.
We need a new
Sorry.
talent.
Go ahead.
Jeez.
I was just playing. Lister. Keep it moving.
Hashtag I am the editor.
It's like, oh, I walked into this bar and all these dudes with no shirts. I thought it was a G.A. bar.
It's about Georgia. There you go.
Oh Lord.
We've got 2 minutes.
I mean, it's a premiere. Can we go a little over time? Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Like,
You
I
know,
said,
Matt-
Matt, do you have time? I mean, like,
Yeah, I got
You got
time.
to smidge it? I bet. So, topic number 2, Hyperstrike, or Hyper Strikeouts, as I like to call them. Kyrie PE is coming up in Boston, or House of Hoops Harlem. There's 28, 36 pairs. Sneak Easy releases. Flight 23 Chicago releases. We're ping on the map. One store is getting them. I mean, it's like the Levi 4s. I like them. I want them. I probably won't get them because they're tier negative. Like, you can't just put your name in something. You can't just, sign up on the app. You can't really win anything on sneakers. So,
But you can get them if you really want.
I don't know. I don't trust those sources, bro. That's just me. I don't trust them.
I guess you won't have them now.
Tier negative.
wear
but
mine
you got
proudly.
bro.
I
They're
think
nowhere. They're unicorn, but you got a full-size run. Like, come on.
I think Brand should do more of this shit.
No.
No, because it's like you used to have back in the day where you had to live in a city to have a pair of sneakers, right? Is like, what's wrong with like Nike doing a London only release? Just because you can't get it, but that's what makes it cool. Like that's what makes sneakers exciting.
To an extent, right? So,
Like, why the fuck
you-
do you want?
I use
a
the
pair-
Kyrie.
Molly wants everything.
Why do you want a pair of fucking Boston Celtic PEs if you live in fucking New Jersey, bro?
you live in New Jersey. You're a Boston Celtics fan. I'm a
So-
Kyrie fan. So if it's
Yeah.
Kyrie, I want everything associated with that.
You have to
I
understand.
don't only have
this
access to the
dude-
fucking PRs, but then when the good shit comes out, I got to stand in line for 3 days like a hobo with a fucking soccer mom.
You pay a hobo.
chair.
Pay a hobo.
With a soccer mom chair, like,
If it
That's
comes
weird.
up and you can get it though, if it comes up and you can get it, like it's a sneaker room drop because you're like in New Jersey and you can get it, are you mad about that then?
that also came out online. But am I mad about that? No.
Yeah.
But you also you had to pay. That was for
What
charity.
about me?
It wasn't
I'm in
like-
Ohio.
That was open to everyone. That was everyone who wanted to pay could get that shoe. It's not the same with these, 1 of
Yeah,
20,
I got-
1
I
of
gotta
36. You got to pay
I
for
gotta
Georgia,
pay.
for Christ's sake. Like, you know what I mean? You could pre-order them. That's a legitimate opportunity of getting that release.
I don't know. I
That
kind of
Love
like.
Pair, the Ray Gun, the City
Yeah,
Edition,
but-
which is going to be coming out, the Foliage, which is supposed to be having a wider release. Like, you mean to tell me that my Kyrie collecting has to stop, or I have to pay exuberant amounts of money just because they decide that they only want to put, these crazy releases in 2 damn stores?
I like it. Like when they dropped. Remember the Ray Allen 13s?
Oh,
Shut up, Hypebeast.
I was working in Boston at the time when that shoe dropped, and fucking,
They just fell on your lap.
No, I read a story about it. No. But the guy who worked at the store at the Foot Action had like women offer to have sex with him to get the shoes for their boyfriends.
Wow.
Oh, heck
What?
no.
Commitment. That's commitment.
Yo,
hell
fuck
no.
that shoe. Fuck that shoe.
Yeah, I don't
That
want it.
shit
I don't want
closed.
it.
I don't want that shoe.
Yeah, I want exactly.
No, imagine getting that sneaker and then like,
How'd
it's
you
like, oh,
get
how'd
it?
you get it?
It's like I got it for retail, baby. Like, what?
It's like, oh, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't-
Don't ever do that
You're-
again. Your face is so
Yeah.
close to the damn camera too. Like, I need you to take several steps back.
Why your
Don't
face
do it,
so
don't do it.
shiny?
Oh, Lord of mercy. This is, oh, man.
He's really not that close to the camera, Maul. His head is just big as fuck.
It's all of it. It's all
No,
you see.
I get really angry
I
about
swear
these
my
hyper
joint
strikes
looks
or the
about
quick
the same.
strikes.
Right.
Like,
And
it legit.
I
I
agree.
could go into a fit, like a rage. Like I could have a
Right, I know
tantrum. I
that.
could have a grown man tantrum right now talking about
We've had that
hyper
conversation.
strikes.
But Maul, here's my thing. You live in an area that gets these fucking
I
hyper
do.
strikes.
No,
I live in fucking
I
Dallas,
don't.
Texas.
I might as well live in
ain't
Dallas,
got
Texas.
a drop of shit ever. We ain't never had a hyper strike
Right.
exclusive shoe drop. You live right there where you
I
have.
don't live right there.
But you're close enough.
No. First of all, Matt, and you can attest to this. When they come out in New York in these, discrete or hyper strike releases,
No, I got you on
those
that.
are already dedicated to people. Like everyone who's in is already in. I live right here, quote unquote, an hour away and 2 hours away from my job. But all those people who are in the culture, in the industry, like they already have those connections.
No, I
They're
get it, but
There might be 5 pairs that actually go out to normal people who camp for 3 days.
To flip it on that, like, don't you think though that like last year when they did the satin royals and they only dropped them at Walters and the other shop in Houston that were the old school mom and pop stores,
Oh,
wasn't
boom.
that dope?
I don't live in Houston. Okay.
Not a Matt.
It is
Close
dope.
enough. Close enough, right? Close enough.
But
You
it's
look
dope,
right
though.
there.
Right? Hold on. It's dope though, because there used to be a time when you used to have to drive to a different place if you wanted that shoe. And I think that's really cool. And Nike and Jordan need this. They need it bad. And it sucks for you because they're using the Kyrie
What does it do?
as a market test.
They need
What
it.
does
What do you
it
mean they
do?
need it? Only one who
Yeah,
needs it is the
what do you mean?
reseller.
Nobody has it.
The
No,
reseller needs it.
Everything set last year. Everything.
Yes.
If you make 36 shoes, you're gonna sell 36 shoes. If you make 360,000, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Yes.
But that's like marketing for them, though. It's not even like you have to realize that when they only make 1,000 pairs of sneakers, that's like taking out like ads. You know what I mean? Because all the websites are going to write about it. They're not going to write about a shoe that just sits on shelves. But if you write about a sneaker that only drops in Boston, and like kids are paying.
They're getting the ad because when L5 Factory, has their little look-see, hey, this is my replica.
That's not the same. That's not the same.
Yeah, what he's saying is that, like, I mean,
still gets talked about in some capacity.
Yeah, but it's not the
for the
same
week.
though. But it's not the same because you have a million shoes coming out. But if you have that one shoe that like that's what we're talking about with like the Union top gold threes, because Jordan Brand wanted that moment where kids were fighting each other over the shoes because like it's like fucking pigeon dunks. If kids didn't fight over each other over pigeon dunks back in the day, you wouldn't even be dropping that shoe last year. You know what I mean? Like fucking if that shit didn't happen with Galaxies, there'd be no Big Bang shoe today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. But I think that's really what Nike needed though. Like they needed because every single colorway of Kyrie set. That
they were all trash. Put me behind the colorways. If you have a dope colorway, it will sell.
You are
all of them.
Yeah, you are emotionally vested in Kyrie's as a model, right? As a line of sneakers, right? And so when they drop like the Celtics, the three
Chance to sell well? I mean, because if the colors come out and they're worse, are you really gonna buy it just because?
But what
I don't
colorway?
care what you do. If you drop that same basic colorway in mass quantities, I don't care what all that other hype shit did. It's not going to sell. No, so you're gonna still have the same exact problem.
It still puts it on the map.
And in the meantime, what you do is you alienate all the authentic people.
But Nike doesn't care about the authentic people. They only care about the bottom.
Yeah, they don't care about that.
But the thing
bottom line is,
I
can't get that shoe. I don't want that shoe.
But the thing is that there's a lot of other people out there who like they pay attention to that 50 pair run, and if they can't get that, they go, oh, now I'm paying attention to Kyrie, and now they're buying in on the other Kyrie because that's the one they can actually get.
All right. Maybe not you because you're 300 pairs in to the Kyrie model. Like you're emotionally hurt by it, and I would be too. Like I am nervous about some of these Jordans that are dropping. Like when the cost dropped, I was emotionally hurt. Like my feelings were fucking hurt.
But I mean, at least you have the opportunity to purchase them.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's avenues.
You had a chance to put in a raffle, et cetera, et cetera. You have friends who actually won them. Like it's a big difference between something that is limited versus impossible.
But look at it this way: you took here's a sneaker. Like remember, like the fucking Sean Witherspoon '97 Air Max 1. If that wasn't a collab, and that was just like it's still a dope shoe, but if that wasn't a collab and they made 1 million pairs and just dropped it at Foot Locker with no story, do you think we'd be talking about it?
No.
But we're all saying that's a hot shoe. So it's like you need things.
It's not an I need shoe. It's a hot shoe. It's a shoe that
a shoe I
had an opportunity to get.
I need shoe for me.
I need that shoe.
You just started buying Air Maxes 6 months ago.
It doesn't fucking matter when I started buying them. You can start buying Kyrie's 4 years ago. You started buying Curry's 3-4 years ago.
When they first released.
Does it matter when I bought the motherfucker? I bought it.
It does.
It does not.
It does. You were an Air Max vulture. You, my friend, or an Air Max vulture.
Okay, if that's what you want to call it, I'll be that. If that's how you want to define it, I'll be that.
Max vulture.
So, do we want to talk about the new way we're gonna do #hero? Because I got some homework to do, y'all.
Go ahead, man.
So the #heroes. What do we want to go off? Because there was
I am the editor.
And #I am the editor.
I am the editor.
Which two do y'all want to do?
What was the first one you said? I am the editor. And what's the other one?
Host roast.
All right. What about what was it? They hate me.
Yeah, they hate me. I personally vote for I am the editor because it's a lot like that's not true.
All right, let's do that. And then tell everybody how we do it.
All right. So the way this is gonna work is.
KB,
we will have it like starting next episode. We will pick people. We'll have a winner, and then at the end of the month, we'll take all the winners, put them all together, and that person will win some stuff from Rejuvenator or another sponsor, but more than likely Rejuvenator.
Possibly 89.
Wow.
Yeah, like possibly nothing. You may just get a shout out on everybody's page. Fuck, I don't know.
Yowza.
But right now, what we're looking at is
I got some homework to do.
We'll compete, and then there'll be a winner at the end of the month, and so it'll be one winner per month.
Right.
We'll announce that on the last Monday show on who the winner is. And so this week's hashtag is I am the editor. God damn it. I am the editor. And I really need you to type it with some fucking sass, okay?
Yes.
So all caps.
Hashtag
Like say it with your chest.
Yes.
I am the manager.
I'm the captain.
I'm the captain. So with that, do we want to do around the horns?
Matt, final word?
No, I had a great time. I really appreciate you guys letting me come out, talk about things.
Oh man, appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah, no, really, it's a good time. Like my show's like a bit shorter, so we don't get to dive into things as much sometimes. So it's like nice to kind of,
air your feelings out. And
and I like talking to people who like have like different perspectives, because I know like we're all like I'm into completely different shit than you guys, but I like talking to people who are, because sometimes when you talk to people who are in the same shit all the time, it's like too much like in a
like a yes man.
Yeah.
Fucking echo chambers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Matt, thanks for coming on. I gotta catch my breath here.
Appreciate it, guys.
Really angry about the whole Kyrie thing. So,
All
right, we'll bring it back.
Fucking get over it.
Pull your panties to the side.
Punk ass vulture. No, Matt, appreciate you coming on, chopping it up for 2+ hours. Shout out to the usual suspects. Happy we're back, season 2. Hopefully, it's bigger and better, man, and better internet connection. But
it's worse. It's worse.
Hey, shit. Do what you pay for.
Hey,
shout out to Rejuvenator. Shout out to 89. Shout out to Champ Swords. You ain't wrong. Rejuvenator, we need a better deal.
You might need to shop it around. Let's go Crep Protect.
Ooh, I mean that's big dollars. Yeah, you're not wrong. But they actually sponsor another show, so I don't know. They want both.
Hey,
man, we sister shows.
Nope. Spread the love. More publicity for them.
You're not wrong. Shout out to you guys. I don't even know what to say. I'm still kind of worked up, but oh, take it away, man.
Mike.
I'll jump in there. Matt, thanks for coming out, hanging with us for 2 hours. Like you said, you're kind of busy, so it's all good.
No, it's all good, man.
Shout out to the usual suspects, new suspects. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that thumbs up. Look forward to spending another Monday with you guys for another season. Shout out to Soulful Apparel. Definitely check them out. They're going to be doing a giveaway starting, they're going to be starting doing a giveaway sometime later this week. So make sure you go head over to their page. And last but not least, if you guys have not downloaded the Unboxed app, that wonderful app, please make sure you do so. Trying to work on some things, guys, to get that app upgraded for this season. So, this year, but bear with me.
Real quick, for those who are still in the chat, don't leave. We got something a little special at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, hang tight.
All right. Special shout out to all the usual suspects. Man, I really appreciate all the support. Like you guys, shouted us out. I'm gonna throw some names out there. Witness the King, J Team, Kick Strong, KB Fresh Kicks, Funky Lace, Mike is Awesome, Half Cast, Dre Day, Sinner, Soulmates, Fresh Kicks, and Arios. And if I missed you, DM me and I'll get you on the next one. But definitely appreciate you, Nick, man. Or Nick, why did I call you Nick?
Season 1 finale.
Matt, man, definitely appreciate you coming out, man. It means a lot to hear, your standpoints on things. So
I appreciate it, man.
Great perspective.
Yeah, definitely great to have you on. And then shout out to our sister shows, Sneaker Box Podcast. Catch them Saturday at 11 o'clock on their Sneaker Bar Detroit channel. And then Talking Kicks every Wednesday at 8:30. And then Sneaker Files, I think Thursday with Brookie Doo. But that's all I got, I think.
Happy birthday, Witness the King, man. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Jay.
All right. It's so good to be back.
It's like I never left.
Glad we're back. Here's some Rejuvenator stuff. You can get this stuff here at rejuvenator.com. You can use the product code Monday Midsole and get 10% off your entire purchase. So shout out to them for help making this show happen. And really, shout out to my brothers on the panel here because there's a lot of personalities in this group. Like a lot of hard individuals, I don't mean like dick hard. I mean like
rock hard, dick style.
Yeah, I knew that's where we were gonna go with it. So what I'm saying is how everybody has a big personality and opinions, and everybody's strong-willed. So, getting 5 people together to try to pull off something like this, and kind of get through the holidays, and dealing with your family, but also trying to deal with us and trying to deal with ourselves and trying to get this show. It takes some fucking effort to take your personality, set it to the side, and move forward on principles. And I'm really, really grateful to be in a group of gentlemen like yourselves who show me what that looks like sometimes. Putting your principles or putting your personality to the side and moving forward on principles. Matt, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I know that it's a strange time.
No, it's all good.
And usually, you're probably at home in some Snoopy slippers or some shit. I don't know. Because I wish I had Snoopy slippers. But yeah, and thanks again for that article today. That was fucking amazing.
No, I'm glad it took forever and a day to do, but it finally came out, and I think people are happy. It's funny because everyone's been hating on the complex videos ever since the whole everyday struggle fiasco. But people were trying to hate. I don't want to address that, but people were trying to hate, and you saw people in the comments being like, "Yo, shut the fuck up if you're trying to hate on this guy," which was awesome to see because it's it's your life story. If you want to be a dickhead and fucking downvote the video, you can fuck all the way off. As far as
right, it did well. It did well. I was looking at that, and YouTube comments are notoriously shitty. And so that was
They're all
like,
oh, possible.
there's somebody in there like, this dude has no clout, and I'm like, I don't even. Is that a type of fish? Like, I don't know what clout is. So, but you know, it meant a lot to me, and it's out there, and it feels cool to have that, to watch that come to fruition. And
yeah,
I'm really grateful for that, and I'm really grateful for these gentlemen that I call my brothers here, from left to right. So with that, I will pass it off to the geezer
Mr.
and watch my
Burns.
daughter. No shit though, real quick. Sorry to interrupt you. My daughter's in here doing the running man in the middle of the kitchen. All right, go ahead.
Where's the computer?
First of all, let me say F you, Miss Jenkins.
Okay.
And your ragged ass car you take pictures in every day. Anyway, Matt, once again, thank you for coming out, man. You were great. The chat loved you. And there's always an opening for you on Mondays if you want to come on and we can get rid of that big Max Headroom looking dude we got on the screen.
Who the fuck
rest
is
of us
that?
can shine a little bit.
I need you to polish your head next time. That glare is killing me.
It's my time. Shout out to Dan, man. You that article on you and that video. Everybody, please go check that out on Complex, as well as on YouTube. Check that video out. It's pretty dope. I like to see my brothers, you know, doing something special like that. So y'all go support that. The usual suspects, you know, y'all. We appreciate y'all for waiting while we were out. I know I've been gone for a long time, you know, with a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I appreciate y'all for hanging out there and checking on me and DMing me and things like that. You know, y'all show a lot of love. So I really love that. And, you know, we're going to try to show the love back. With that being said, we will see y'all next Monday. Peace. Much love.
Don't go nowhere. We got something.
Don't go nowhere.
Something from the J team.
Shout out to them.
Ladies and gentlemen, old faces, new faces. What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your one-legged friend. Maybe your only. Volume all back. That's an accident to purchase. Marcus, it's your boy, Paulos and Jay. We only look good. And sip on some red cup. What's going on, everybody? It's Kev, Buckeye City Soul. If it ain't red, I don't want them. Damn this internet again. We got a special guest for you guys.
I got a big ego, ha ha ha. Oh,